levitating in the sky. She a dime, floating to a cent. It cost me my life, that's the price, that's just what I spent. Dollar bills, she my fucking drug. I've been popping pills, back to back. Need another one before I rock the boat. After that, shit'll go downhill like it's Jack and Jill. That's a fact. Give me one more hit to get back on track. Ivy might be poison, dirty treasure. She said she want me with a G, well then I'ma let her. I think this girl might ruin my life. She might. It's a minor issue till it's major. There's just something about her, don't feel right. She smells just like vanilla and danger.
We are rolling. We back in the building. What's up, everybody? Live from the green room. Tony Rock in the building. Joe Feezy Fox.
Yo, what's
good, brother?
Hey, man, everything.
How was your weekend?
Yo, man, it's good. Got some work done. Had some auditions. And
you get a lot of auditions, man.
Actually, yeah, I do.
I'm in the process of changing agencies for that very reason.
Because they're not sending you out?
Yeah, my calendar is full. Like gigs on the road. I'm on the road 50 weeks out the year. But I'll be like, hey, man, I'll see so-and-so got casted in this. And no offense to the actor or the actress.
Yeah. You
but
want
I'll see somebody got casted in something, and I'm like, wait, they're young, they black, they
they're young, they black.
They in my age range. Why didn't I get an audition for that? No knock on the person that got it, but I'm just like, yo, I could have got an audition. So we're in the process of like talking to the agency to see what the.
Are you taking meetings?
If y'all just want to sit back, I haven't begun taking meetings yet. What's going on right now is one of my agents at the agency I am right now is leaving to go somewhere else. He wants me
to go with him.
But see this thing. He's going to another agency. He wants me to decide whether I want to come there because I'm not going with him. He's going with me. You understand what I'm saying?
True. Yeah, he works for you.
The agents work for you. So going with him is not. I'll see if I go over there, and he has a team that'll work better for me than the team I'm with now.
Do you think that by you going to another agency, just the whole, Tony Rock signs with such and such, that you can parlay that into something? Because
absolutely.
Okay, yeah, because you, and I'm not at that level, a big agency or anything, but are you taking any meetings that say, look, I want to do TV?
No, so this is the thing.
Or film or whatever.
I'll say within the last 3 weeks, I got the word that, hey, I might be moving. It's always a slow process with agents. They never want to tell you straightforward.
Yeah.
Because they can't tell you until they got their seat over there. So they go over there and let's say that you get over there and it's not a lateral move, it's a demotion. Well, you don't want to bring clients over because you're like, I'm not the same guy I was over there.
Yeah, it's like a law firm. Like I'm bringing business to
So about 3 weeks ago it was, hey, I might be going. All right, well, let me know, bro. If there's nothing to talk about, then we don't need to talk about it. 2 weeks, hey, yeah, I'm gonna be going over here. I would love to represent you further over here. I would have to go over here and put a team together first for what you're looking for. Okay, I already know what you're lacking where we are right now, and I know what you're looking for as far as where we are right now. So I got to go over here, make sure it's going to be a better situation for you, make sure it even makes sense for you to come over here. Because if it doesn't, you can stay here. Again, my calendar is full, crazy money on the road, like ridiculous money on the road. So that can't stop over here. But also, I'm going to take that over. If I go, I'm taking that over here. Calendar remains the same, but way more auditions. I have several projects I want to talk to producers about. I have scripts. I have show ideas. I need to be in those rooms.
Right.
So that's what I want. If I'm going anywhere, it's going to be to facilitate the other side. Stand up, I got.
Yeah, that's no problem. You just need somebody
closed,
to
you know what I'm saying?
I'm
I
pretty
just
sure
need
they
the
got
other
the
side to be pay attention to the other side just as much.
Yeah, because I mean, I not that it's just like super fast for me. Like I audition like on all levels, but I've had some good shit, like some Netflix, some series shit where I know whoever when it comes out, I'm gonna be like, okay, oh, that's the dude that got the spot. Like I've been auditioning for shit like, that show Reacher?
Oh yeah, I love that show.
Okay, so the guy that plays the little short glasses wearing detective,
the sheriff, like the Reacher's boss.
The black dude. Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's the dude who got it.
Oh, you ready for that?
Oh yeah.
Now see what I'm saying? I'm watching it like, hey, why didn't I get an audition for that? Like looking at it like, well, clearly they was casting a black dude to play this part and be in this age range, why didn't I get an audition for that?
Yeah, age range, look. I mean, for what they were asking for, okay, I read for that. Like, it's been stuff like that.
Yeah.
Netflix, it was, don't ask me the name of it right now because I don't remember. But it was with, like, some heavy hitters. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Like, so I know it's out there.
I
even
feel like
if it's slow.
That my public appearance that got it. The public appearance is the agents, just so they know.
For the clubs.
Public appearance is your agent that handles your road stuff, your tour dates, your comedy clubs, theaters, venues. That's public appearance. I feel like my public appearance agent is like, yo, let me just keep this motherfucker working on my end because the money coming in crazy. So I don't want him to be in LA for auditions. I don't want him to be here for callbacks. If you like, let's say I audition for something on Monday,
right,
or Wednesday. Let's say I audition for something on Wednesday, and they go, "You got to call back for Friday." I got to cancel that gig.
Right.
Which cancels his money. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So he's probably like, "Yo, let's just keep this motherfucker working, bro. The money coming in ridiculous."
See that thinking.
And I love what happens is I love stand up. It's
right.
It's the first and foremost in this industry for me. I'm not an actor, or comic. I'm a comic actor.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, bet I got all these dates. I could work all this material. I write every day. I'm like, let's go. You know. But at some point, I'm laying in a fucking hotel in a quiet part of town, and I'm like, I'm missing my kid. There's nothing to do here.
Right.
I could be home preparing for audition.
And here's the thing. I remember, well, you know, we self-tape all the time. But even back then, comics who do road gigs and their management called, hey, we got this part for you. Matter of fact, The Longest Yard. Remember that movie? The Longest Yard. Joey Diaz was at the Addison Improv one
Joey
time.
Diaz, my man, yeah.
Yeah, so he's like, hey, we're sitting here. Hey,
Fox.
Hey.
I got a self-tape.
Yeah, I got a tape. I got to put this on video. He didn't say self-tape. He said, I got to put it on tape.
Yeah.
Hey, I just got to do this part, man. Can you just hold this camera? He had this little box camera. Yeah. So I shot him, you know, and he goes, oh, thanks, man. He's just, you know, in 5 minutes it was over. And then he's in that movie.
Story about Joey Diaz that I'm sure
Shout out to Joey Diaz.
I'm sure they're going to clip this up and it's going to go viral. Ready? Here's my viral moment for the week. You ready? Joey Diaz on the set of The Longest Yard. Just why I love Joey Diaz. I always loved Joey Diaz. I've always loved him.
Right.
But this is why I love him even more. On the set of The Longest Yard, they're shooting the prison scene. All the extras, all the stars, everybody on the set. It's at a prison. So it's mad black people, mad black dudes all over the set. Joey Diaz sees Chrissy and he walks up and goes, hey, man, all these fucking guys here, you couldn't put your brother in the fucking movie? And when he told me that, I was like, Joey Diaz, I fucking love you, man. I love you, Joey Diaz. Now watch that go viral.
Yeah, we'll see what they say. He's still
Shout
mad
out Joey Diaz, man. That's my guy.
Joey, I saw it was like years later. I think by the time I'd moved out here.
That's interesting that he even had to audition for that. I thought he just got handed the role.
Well, they probably just wanted to get him on tape. You know how they just put yourself on tape. They got to show like this is the guy. Yeah. But he was at I can't remember. It was like in Hollywood, North Hollywood. There's like a little diner, and I saw him. I was like, hey, Joey Diaz. He goes, oh hey, what's going on? You remember me? I taped you for The Longest Yard. He goes, oh yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
We're gonna figure that out with the agency, man. Like again, the tour date's crazy. I just want to see some more attention paid to the other side. I'm trying to be multifaceted. I'm trying to be
man. There's no reason why you shouldn't.
I'm trying to be club, silver screen, TV, all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't.
If I got to move agencies, I'm prepared to. If I could stay in, they get on their job, I'm prepared to do that as well. It's always come down to like, you know what I see for my career. You know, I don't work for them, they work for me.
Yeah,
We're gonna pause right there because Trey about to walk in.
Okay.
We can pick up a new topic as soon as you walk in. What up, boy? Good. Still.
What's up? Oh, you got the big water today?
What's good with you?
Trey Deezy and the Beezy.
What's the word, everybody?
How was your week? I started off with you. How was your weekend? You said that.
Yeah.
You got into that stuff.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
Oh man, weekend was pretty chill, man. Show Sunday. Oh, I had a show Saturday and Sunday. Shout out to Don't Tell Comedy, man. Did a show in Westlake. Dope show, good crowd. Outside, but it was a good crowd.
Oh yeah.
Like all these shows are like damn near sold out.
I did one downtown before. It was pretty
Don't tell.
Yeah,
they're dope. I love them, man.
and they shoot it and give you the clips.
They shoot.
They
it,
literally give you your clips. They don't shoot your shit and you never get the clips like some clubs.
and
like the improv. Yeah,
and then
send the act of Congress.
And then they'll send an email. They'll send an email out to everybody that came to the show. They'll send like a email. Hey, these are the people who performed. They'll put your Venmo and stuff under your headshots, whatever. Wow. I woke up the other day with some tips. Like, we love you.
Oh, is it tip the comic? They pay you. They pay for the spot though, right?
Yeah, they pay you for
more
your
money.
spot. Yeah. So I woke up with like several Venmos. Like, oh my God, we loved you the other night.
Dope. That's so dope.
Good.
That's like at the family room back in the day.
No,
they throw money on the floor.
Is when comics run a show, they know how to make it, appealing to other comics.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago, I was in Comedy Mothership. Joe Rogan owns a comedy club. A comic owns a comedy club. It was so catered to comics. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there the whole weekend like, yo, when I open a comedy club, I'm literally in there like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. Open the club, I'm
And
gonna do
Mothership
that.
pays good as well. They don't play.
You boy.
Even for the features,
Boy,
they take care. Like, you walk away a weekend as a feature. Like, okay, I could pay my car note and some of my mortgage with this.
Oh, like you paid like a B room headliner.
They,
they look out for the features.
They when I left that Sunday, because they were like, we're gonna mail the check to the agency. And I'm like, nah, you're not doing that. You're gonna mail the check to my house. My agency will hold that shit. And I just got the check Monday when I got back. Like, God.
Yeah, they take care.
5 sold out shows, like mother.
Thing about the sold out shows at the Mothership though, everybody's imported. Like, people are. Is a lot.
That's
of
why it's so good.
People are visiting.
That's why it's so good.
There's really nobody that lives in Austin.
It's maybe 10 people in the room from Austin.
Yeah, everybody else like, we here for the weekend.
Or we had one night. It was 3 groups of like 10 guys, 15 guys, 12 guys, bachelor parties.
Yeah.
So one joke about getting married, you got 60 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna love it. Yeah.
So it was dope.
And then Sunday I did the Laugh Factory, Long Beach. So that was cool. Working on all the marriage material, and Ivy's mom came, and that was her first time seeing me perform.
Whoa.
Ever.
Oh wow.
And she's always like, let me know we at the Long Beach Laugh Factory. I'll come.
Does she live out there?
She lives in Redondo. So she's about 25 minutes.
Okay.
California.
Yeah. By the beach.
Redondo Beach.
Redondo Beach. Yeah, like 15 minutes LAX. So she's about 25 minutes. So
That's dope.
Her and her friend came, and so
she ain't never heard.
So not only this is her first time hearing me, this is the first time she's hearing this material I'm doing about her daughter. And but
being 50 and shit.
She loved it though. It was
Good.
It was good. I shouted her out.
Let her know, yo, y'all gonna be family very soon.
Yeah, man.
Very, very soon.
Get used to it.
Yeah. And then it was my first time seeing, Eddie Murphy's son is now doing comedy.
Yo, I did
Miles
a show.
Murphy.
I did a show at the
really?
Improv.
His real son.
Yeah, his son. I did a show at the Improv. When did I leave? When did I leave town? What's today? It's all one long
Today's
day to me.
Tuesday.
I left Thursday night on a red eye. That's what it was. I left Thursday night on a red eye. Before I went to the airport, I did the Improv, and he was hosting.
Yeah,
he was hosting. You could tell the material was new.
Right.
You could tell he's green. But he had stage presence. I mean, his father's one of the greatest ever. So
that's in him.
Just by legacy. Legacy. He's gonna have a little bit of the DNA in him.
Already in him. Yeah.
So he just got to, like, a few things he just got to learn about hosting the show. He was the host, so it's like he didn't check, like, hey, is that comic here before I bring him up? Like, what do you want me to say? I just saw him walking around in the room, and I'm like, I wonder if he knows I'm next. And he didn't say anything to me, and then he's walking around talking to people, like the wait staff, and he goes on stage after the next comic, after the comic that was on stage, and he's like, all right, we're going to keep the show going. Is he here? I'm like, bruh. Like,
yeah, he didn't know.
You don't do that.
Hosting etiquette.
Then he brought Donnell up and was like, Donnell Rollins, and walked off the stage. And Donnell was still in the front.
Left the stage empty.
Wow.
Donnell was still at the bar.
Oh, wow.
So I'm upstairs like, yo, you don't know. Like, the comic in me is watching it like, yo, bro, you don't leave the stage until the comic's up.
Yeah. Don't leave the mic alone.
Not that it's Miles Murphy doing it, just any comic.
Any
like,
comic.
yo, you don't leave the stage till the comic's on there. And then you check to see if they're in the room before you bring them up.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was like,
he'll
okay.
learn.
Yeah, he's green. You could tell with the material. You could tell, when you're a new comic, every premise you wrote is what you're doing on stage. It's just like you're gonna talk about aliens to the only black person
all over
in
the
the
place.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
You just
yo, you know what's funny? That was actually a good bit. I don't want to talk about it on the podcast. It was his bit, but that bit was good. And I was like, yo, I had tags like, bro, you could say that. I don't want to say it. It's not my joke.
No, the topic of it. Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was sitting upstairs like, oh, you could have said.
And the thing is,
but I'm like,
you know, you want, because I was listening to some things to tag, but you just like, all right, do I want to help you tag it, or do I just let your pops do? I
told somebody that I didn't show them, and it was like, I wonder if his father writes his stuff, and I'm like, bro,
no.
For what? Like, for what?
That's insulting, man. Come on, man. Let the
nigga,
man grow.
I heard Chrissy writes my stuff,
but that's bad, right?
It's bad for the dummy that believes it, because Chrissy couldn't even pull these jokes off. Chrissy couldn't sell this shit the way I sell it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, do you think there's anybody else that, like, there's not the sibling, like their descendant, their son or daughter is doing comedy, we just don't know it?
That we don't know it? Why don't we know it? What do you mean?
Because they're that new, or they don't want. They don't want they don't want anybody to know that that's their dad or their mom.
I was in Chicago. I met a young lady that was doing stand up, and Mr. T was her dad.
We know her. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Mr. T was her pops.
Elaine.
I forgot her last name.
What's her name? Miles Murphy. Royale's kids.
Oh yeah.
Ross Watkins.
Ross. Yeah. Paige Bryan.
Who's her pops?
Sinbad's her daddy. I know she don't really be telling people that.
Paige Bryan.
Paige Bryan.
How long has she been doing stand up?
I don't know. Long enough because she's funny.
T-Rex. T-Rex has a daughter that does stand up.
T-Rex is really?
Yes, T-Rex has a daughter that does stand up. Ruben Paul sent me a message on IG and was like, "Yo, you know her?" And it was a clip. I don't know. Let me change that. I don't know if she does stand up, but she was doing like a skit.
She was on stage with a mic.
No, she was in the house. Like, ladies, let me tell you something. One of those.
Oh, okay.
And Rube was like, "Yo, this is T-Rex daughter." And I'm like, "Oh shit, really?" And he was like, "Yeah, it's T-Rex daughter." So she was doing a funny skit. So I'm like, maybe she does stand up.
Yeah.
I
don't know if they're gonna.
We get Royale.
If they putting him on these stages too soon, or I guess it's a good thing. I mean, when you got the last name, I mean, I guess it helps. But
no disrespect to Miles Murphy. We have yet to have a conversation.
Yeah.
But I know Rube was letting him open his show every Tuesday. Every Tuesday. Why? Because just at the off chance that his father should walk in there one night, Rube was like, "I'm willing to take that."
That's that bullshit.
I'm willing to take that chance.
I think that's that bullshit.
I'm willing to like, I'll put him up every show to open and then bring me up. Yeah. At the off chance that maybe one day his pops is just driving in Beverly Hills and he goes, "Let me go see what my son's doing."
How you feel about that? What did you tell Rube about?
I didn't tell Rube anything.
Well, I'm telling you, Rube, if you hear this, that's the bullshit I be talking about.
I didn't tell Rube anything.
Like, it's always the politics.
Hard to sit down.
It's just like, why are you not going to give this, like, why are you going to cheat him from really going through the process and learning and how to get funny in these smaller areas, in these smaller rooms, so when he does a stage like the Laugh Factory, people will be like, "Oh, okay." Right. Like let him do the little bars, or let them do whatever open mics are going on around here before you just say, "Yo, I'm going to throw you up at the Laugh Factory every week." I've been calling Rube for last fucking year. But
listen, Rube got a gold mine over there now. It gets real, it's tricky over there.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Rube can put who we want to put up, though.
Tricky like what?
I mean, Rube has now a what would you call he has a room that has now become a flagship room in the city. And so it's not a matter of, do I need comics? He has no shortage of comics. And he has no shortage of like A-list comics that now get up on that show.
Exactly.
And so, again, I look at like what me and Quake is doing with Certified Funny. We're building something, and so you're scrambling to try to find. We're out of the way a little bit over at Flappers. That's not the case for Rube. He's in a flagship
Club.
He has a great night, right? He has cachet. He has relationships. And so you got to get in line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just walked in on it, but.
No, so what he was saying, I was saying, I did the improv last week before I left town.
Okay.
And Miles Murphy was hosting.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, he's a little green.
Yeah.
Some of the material was like, oh man, I could have tagged that. But I'm like, I don't want to do that too soon. Let him just figure it out. But he was saying that he saw him at the factory. And I'm like, yeah, I know Rube had said he's going to put him up every show to open because he opens, he goes up and then brings Rube up now. That's the new thing. But Rube said, I'm like, well, what made you change that? Because the off chance that Eddie Murphy would happen to walk in one night.
Exactly.
So he's like, I'm willing to take that chance.
And then when Eddie come, then what after that?
I'm going to tell you what's interesting about this. Because you know how with mixtape, right? Same thing. High profile show.
Yes.
And I think Kristen, who used to produce the show with me and book it, was real hard on comics. Like you could not, anybody? I had so many comics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that were like, man, Kristen won't put me up. I'm like, what you want me to do, bro? This woman allows me to fly into town once a month, host the show, and leave and not worry about booking it, doing anything other than flying and host. And so, just low-key as an asset, I couldn't beat that, right? And so, in exchange for that, I certainly wasn't going to go over her head and
force.
I told him he wasn't ready, and you booked him, and now I've disrupted a relationship with somebody who's got to be there month after month for you. No, I'm not doing that. The exception was one person.
I bet.
Ross Watkins.
No, Jordan Rock. No, it was Jordan.
I said Jordan.
You said Jordan.
Yeah, it was Jordan. I was waiting for him to say it was Jordan. And transparently, Jordan wasn't. It was too soon for Jordan.
Okay.
Right. But, like, transparently, like, my relationship with you, my relationship with Chris, like, I'm not going to not put Jordan up. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I just realized, you can't, some things you have to maintain and keep them in place so that people understand the value, right? Because I know when I watch Jordan do the spot, I was like, he doesn't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? And I allow him to skip a grade. I allowed him to skip a grade. And Jordan has his own business and sells tickets and is out working and will be okay. But I have a fiduciary responsibility to stand up, to not allow anybody to push through a grade, right? And everybody has to do the work, right? Ross, my son, has made it very clear to me that he doesn't want to pass, right? He wants to do the work.
Okay.
And so I just think that it gets really tricky when, these kind of existential kind of factors come into play that allow people access to things that, should they have, it's always going to be tricky. It's always going to be tricky.
Right.
Shit, if I could get Eddie to show up the Flappers, Miles Murphy, you the headliner every month. Matter of fact, you can open close.
I got 2 points I want to make. 2 points I want to make. One, you are so dead on with what you just said because everybody knows I have a few friends that do stand-up that are very beginning stages. Very, very beginning stages. But they come to my shows and it's like, okay, we friends outside of stand-up comedy. This is still my friend.
Yes.
Now the fact that he's doing stand-up, I'm like,
gets tricky.
It's very tricky. I know that this is not a benefit for the audience.
For sure.
I know that the audience is not sitting here like, man, we got Tony and whoever his opening act was and this extra dude.
Yeah.
No, where's Tony?
Yes.
For the 5 to 7 minutes that they're up there. One of my other friends who doesn't do stand-up came to me, one of my right-hand man, and said, yo, son, you got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that. You're doing it because of your friend. Let him get good. Yo, your shows, hold on, listen.
Yeah.
Your shows are sold out, fam. Your shows are sold out for a reason. You work this hard to have your room packed, no empty seats. And you just hand it to him for 5 minutes because he's your friend. You know he's not good. Let him get good.
You know he's not good.
Let him get good.
You know he's not good or he's not ready.
He's not ready and he's not good.
Because
He's not ready, he's not good, and he's not ready.
He's not dead.
Okay.
But you give it to him because he's your friend. Yo, let him go get good so then it won't be like you like this for 5 minutes. Like,
You have no idea what the audience is going to be.
No, we have an idea. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what he's gonna do
so-
this
Your
time.
reviews are
So look,
Oh, no.
so to your point, it's like, yeah, I'm in that spot every couple of weeks because they'll be like, oh, you in whatever city?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm coming.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you got to
Yeah.
get good.
Mhm.
Second point I want to make, Jordan was the exception.
Mm-hmm.
Young Ross Watkins called me when I was in New York.
Yeah.
Uncle Tony, I see you doing City Winery. Can I come through? I said, hey, man, listen, my other homie, you
Yes.
know he's going to be there.
Yeah.
You know so-and-so's going to be, I tell Ross names. You know so-and-so's going to be there. You know so-and-so's going to be there. And I still got my feature act and me. So it's going to be tricky because both shows are sold out. We got to stay on time.
Yes.
But come through. I'll see what I can do. Because it's still family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Ross pulls up early.
Oh, no. Ross do not fuck around, yo.
Ross is like,
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay.
I'm here when they open.
Look,
I'm like the lock.
I'm like this. I respect that.
Punctuality.
Yeah.
I respect the energy, the excitement.
Yeah.
It reminds me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm like,
Yes.
damn. Okay. So now first show's about to start. Dudes checking sound and lights and all lights is over here. Who's gonna go first? Oh, what's the lineup? And the other guy wasn't there. So I go,
he's in
hey
place.
Ross, you up first.
Listen. So Ross just caught a body on Sidney Castillo's show at the City Winery the same way.
Really?
Showed up super early.
Yeah.
Person that was supposed to host, coming from Philly or somewhere,
Mhm.
is stuck in traffic. What you gonna do? The kid is here.
Mhm.
Right?
You know-
Oh, it went from doing a guest spot to hosting the show.
Oh yeah, it's dope.
You know, in New York, that was like how I got in. Like, I mean, I did the open mics and pass and all that stuff. But my thing in New York, everybody knew in New York,
Just go.
yo, he's gonna be in the club. If you late for your spot, don't. Yo, comics used to joke around about it. Like,
Don't
if they
see
saw
it.
me walking, they're like, yo, where you going to take somebody's spot?
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Yo, Monday through Sunday,
No question.
I would pick a club. Monday night, I'm gonna sit
Post
in the
up.
comic strip the
Post
whole
up.
night. I would sit there from 8 o'clock to 3 a.m. Sometimes everybody would show up. But it was never a wasted time because I got to
Right.
talk to every comic. I got to
Right.
pick their
Yeah,
brains.
you
I
get
got to watch
learn.
everybody.
Yeah.
But those nights, sometimes you in there and it's like, yo, Patrice O'Neal's running late. He's at Stand Up New York. Tony.
Yeah.
And that shit made it all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was all worth it.
Yeah.
Nah, you definitely got to take advantage, you know. But it's just funny when you hear people that's been out here for so many years and they're still waiting for that. I'm gonna put this person up with the chances of so and so coming here. And my thing is, all right, well, when they come see you, when Eddie comes, if Eddie in the
Just
audience
happens to be there.
or whoever is in the audience, and after the show, what are you hoping for? Are you just happy and excited? Because I was like that at a certain point, but after 16 years out here, it's kind of like,
Well, here's
I don't
the thing.
care. I don't care who's
You don't have to hope
Yeah.
for anything. If you get Eddie in the building and you get a photo of Eddie at your show,
That's just
then
it.
that
Or you get a
has-
packed audience to leave and say Eddie Murphy was there.
Yeah,
Guess what's going to happen
exactly.
next week?
And
Guess
then
what's
people
going to
go
happen
right.
for the next 3 weeks?
Yeah,
That
they're
kind of
like, oh, they
legitimizes.
chasing
So,
Eddie.
so that's the
Kinda
idea.
legitimizes
Just
it.
I don't know what the idea
yeah, I know, but just for I'm wondering, you know, because in the beginning it was just for that person to be like, oh, you're funny. Like I wanted Martin to see me in my early years just to be
Right.
like, oh, you're a funny comedian. And then I would have been like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
my idol said I was funny.
And
But
it's-
after 16 years of like now,
Martin is your idol.
that's my comedic,
Okay.
my you know, the comedic person
Okay.
that I now
That's
work
interesting.
with, you know, full circle.
No, yeah, I'm just.
But yeah, so I just be wondering why, you know, are we still there?
No, so just to your point, just so you know, you said, what's the idea?
Yeah.
I'm against it, to be honest with you.
I know you are. I know-
If I'm
yeah.
hosting a room
Yeah, I know you are.
and they like, yo, it's packed and so-and-so's son is here, Eddie, maybe you got to take that into consideration.
You got it.
But it's like,
you got to put up.
so-and-so brother. And I'm a brother. I
Yeah.
would still be like this. So I got to put him up because of that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I got to put him up because of that? Like, but I think that also goes into play more so in Hollywood. This is Hollywood.
This is Hollywood.
This
yeah.
is, yo, the name of the name was the,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
matters.
Hollywood.
This
and
could
you
be
know
the
what?
big break.
In Hollywood,
Yeah.
the man next to the man matters too.
Yes.
Yeah.
In New York, if you the man next to the man, so what?
So what?
Where's the man at?
In Hollywood,
You know what I mean?
the man
Yeah.
next to the man really matters.
And I was, and I just so we can, you know, put a little bow on this all. I was the guy like Ross. I don't want no passes.
Yeah.
I think that, and tell me what you think. I think that plays into what you believe of yourself. I think that if you have enough belief in yourself, you're like, yo, bro, you ain't gotta skip me a grade. Like, I got this.
Yeah.
Some people are like, yo, I don't know.
It gets kinda tricky.
Can you skip me a little bit? So I can-
Yeah.
That's because you probably want a little bit more than you're ready for. Like you're not there for the craft. You just trying to get up. You just trying to make.
Yeah, I mean, the reps matter.
The
reps matter.
Reps
right?
matter.
Any way you can get them, give me reps.
You just trying to be
the thing
seen at
is-
that point. Maybe he's gonna see somebody's gonna see something in me.
And where you're getting your reps, to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, in my opinion, where you are getting your reps in the beginning matters because it's giving you more of a reality of where you're at. If you're just at the Laugh Factory every day in a packed comedy club environment, Laugh Factory all the time, you might have a false sense of how your material is really working.
No, okay, now that I agree with that.
Yeah.
Chrissy told me when I first started. I think I told you this before. Chrissy told me when I first started. Called me one night. Yo, you going up tonight? Yeah. Where you going up at? New York Comedy Club. All right, I'll call you tomorrow. Called me the next day. How's your set? Killed. Murder, death, kill. How much time you do? 5 minutes, open the spot. Killed. Okay. You got a spot tomorrow? Yeah. Next night calls me. How was your set? I'm telling you, nigga, fire. I fucked the room up. Okay. A few nights later, yo, you had a spot last night? Yeah. Bruh, I keep telling you, I'm destroying the room. He says, let me ask you a question. Did you do the same 5 minutes, all 3 sets? Yeah. Call me when you're doing stand-up. You already know that 5 minutes works. Yeah. Call me when you're trying new things. You test yourself. Yeah. That was one point. Second, Dan, what was my second point?
Was it where you were doing it at?
Or, okay. I just had this conversation with 2 comics. 2 comics. It's so funny y'all brought this up. 2 comics in the last week. Did a spot. One comic said, "Yo, man, you make it look so effortless." Somebody said something in the room and I played off of it and tied it into a bit. So I did the crowd work and took it into a written bit. Yo, that was so dope how you did that. I said, man, you got to understand, I get my shots up every day. Yeah. Like I'm watching cats like, what, any pointers? Yo, you got good material. You just got to get your shots up. I said, Kobe shot 1,000 shots a day. Yeah. He shot the turnaround jumper 1,000 times a day. Yeah. In the game, it's no different to him. He got his shots up. Now, I said, how does that apply to me on the road? On the road, I do Thursday. Let's say I do 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday. I get I get 60 minutes worth of shots up 5 times a weekend.
Can't beat it.
I shoot for 60 minutes 5 times a weekend. Yo, bruh, it should look effortless at this point.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then I still come to LA and get up. I'm up tonight. I'm up Wednesday. I'm up Thursday. I still get 20 minutes of shots up before I go on the road. You gotta get your shots up.
Also, the places that you go, because the temperament of certain cities, not just the rooms, but certain cities, the crowd of people that you're performing in front of can be different over here.
Absolutely.
And different over here. Like Mixtape, I've never been there, but the temperament of that room is definitely different.
Listen, man.
But you know what I'm saying.
Can we put a button in that real quick? Yo, our guest is
Royale
Watkins' second appearance or third? Second appearance. In the green room.
This
Shout out to our sponsor, Captain Kirk Jamaican Rum Punch. We forgot the whole intro. We were so excited when you walked in. We forgot all that.
We had to get Royale on the show.
I'm back by special demand.
This was a special request.
So just to before we get into that, because we got to get right into that.
Yeah.
Go.
But when you're at a certain room, for like what you were saying, I'm always and you get your reps in at that one place, and you don't really go, and you don't really know how your shit is gonna work in a different environment. You have to go and test yourself out, like to be the fish out of water, to make sure that your material can survive, or just your performance style. Because I remember when we went to Atlanta, and it was like an after hours. I can't remember the name.
You?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
When K-Dub was hosting?
When K-Dub, you didn't go up. K-Dub.
We did the show and then went to a
party, but we were doing a comedy show in the back.
I'm like, what's going on back there? It's like, oh, it's a comedy show.
Comedy show in the back.
At the party.
Yes.
Yeah. Party over
Atlanta
here.
will get it in.
Atlanta,
So it's like, all right.
Like, go Trey? I said, yep.
He goes up, and it was probably like 8 people on the show. There was a lot of people on the show.
Yeah.
You went up, and then it's like, we got trying to get other people on. So I'm like, all right, can't get me up yet. I can't remember if you went up or not. Anyway,
I was at the party.
You was at the party. I can't remember.
I was like, so then I told him.
So Trey goes up, and they put some other cats up. There's like 12 people on that show.
He just said 8, now it's 12.
Yeah, exactly. Just
all I know,
there's like 62 things on that show.
So there was 15 people. All right, we got one more comic. I was the one more comic. People have been leaving. I was like, fuck it. I just want to see what happens. Nigga, I went up there. Nigga was leaving. There was probably like 7 people left. And I was like, I need to end this set right now. I liked it, but I was like, yo.
How much time did you do?
Man, probably about 5 minutes. I was like, it's not.
But here's the thing. Was it a 5 minutes where you tapped out?
No.
You tapped out?
I didn't tap out.
It sounds like you tapped out.
Okay, I tapped out.
You definitely tapped out.
Nigga, the audience tapped out. Nigga, the show
thing.
was over.
Here's the thing. Uncomfortable situations, I think, give you the opportunity to learn the most about yourself as a stand-up comic. And what you have. I've seen like comics go up. Some of them rooms in New York when we first started out years ago, like Tribeca, Manhattan Proper, the Mint,
Mocha,
like all of the raggedy ass rooms, right, were just battlegrounds for you to test yourself.
Yeah, because you want to see
against the unpredictable.
Right. Yeah.
You want to see what you're made of in those situations and not slither out of there. Another example is following a beast, somebody that just beasts the room, celebrity. It don't matter. The room has been elevated.
Yeah.
Now your turn. That happened to me like one time. Nigga, Leslie, she's beast. Nigga.
Leslie who?
Leslie Jones.
Okay.
Beasted the room. Fox, you go. I probably should have back then. I probably should have said, "Nah, I'll go up some other time."
Nah, that's when you do it.
I did do it. My material got me through, but I wanted to see what it was like. No, I'm following this. I mean, I'm not the famous person in the room, but I survived, and I was like, okay, I can do this.
It's going in as an underdog, like it's Tyson versus Buster Douglas when we didn't know who Buster Douglas was.
Yeah.
And you might get that victory.
Yeah.
Even though you know you might not necessarily be ready at a particular time, but you don't know until you test it. That's how I came up.
You don't know what's gonna happen if you say no. You don't know what's in you. But
I ain't never been afraid to bomb, so I ain't never been. So I ain't scared to take the win gonna come, but I ain't afraid to bomb. Though.
Yeah, but your attitude is right. I'm not afraid to.
Yeah, no, I don't. When you said that, I was like, I don't know if I agree with that one. Like, somebody blow the stage up in front of me. All right,
I'm ready.
Okay, but back
when I was working the factory for like. Remember when Dane Cook was the biggest motherfucker in the world? In the world, when nobody was bigger than Dane Cook?
Yeah.
He would do the factory every 8 o'clock show and 10 o'clock show, Friday and Saturday. And every 8 o'clock show and 10 o'clock show, Friday and Saturday, Jamie would put me on after him.
Mm-hmm.
Every Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And one night I'll say, yo, Jamie, why you keep putting me after him? And he was like, buddy, you're going to be the strongest in the world. And I'm talking about all those white kids that was ripping their shirts off and Dane rules and all that. And then, all right, one of the guys want to keep the show going? Tony Rock. Every Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, that's why I say you can't just stay in one place.
Nah,
even if you're the hottest shit in your town or whatever.
Gotta go, man.
You got to get on the road and see.
When I first started going on the road, they put me in the Chitlin circuit. I was in Macon, Georgia. I was in Fayetteville, Georgia. I was in Columbia, South Carolina. I was in Little Rock, Arkansas. Yeah. It was me, Kool-Aid.
Wow.
Shout out to Kool-Aid.
Food Stamp.
Damn.
It was the most country motherfuckers in the world.
And
Look, the most country names in the world and Tony Rock.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I told Kool-Aid this last week when I was at Miracle Theater. Food Stamp.
Yeah.
No. Kool-Aid. No, I'm not Kool-Aid. Sorry. Black Casper.
Yeah.
Black Casper. Kool-Aid.
OG.
Foolish. All them cats.
Yeah.
Chitlin Circuit. And I told Black Casper last week at the Miracle Theater, he was with his wife. And I said, you have no idea. I was telling his wife, you have no idea. When I first started, I used to do shows with this dude all over the South. I could not follow this motherfucker.
Could not follow Black Casper?
He would do South,
Yes.
Southern. You ever be in the and like regional shit? Like you ever be down at the Satchmo on Friday night? And I'm like, nigga, I got nothing.
Yeah.
And they now your headliner Tony Rock. Yo, I was on the subway yesterday. What?
Right.
And I had to learn that shit. Like I'm back at the hotel that night. Like, okay, don't say Subway. That's not gonna fly here.
Subway
Yo,
shit,
wait, you can't say.
Real time dissect.
Yo, I would leave the club. I would get through it. right? Because I was my training. I was trained by the best.
Yeah.
I would get through it. People would leave like, "Oh, you was all right." You know, not like you was great.
Yeah.
But every next night was like, "Oh, yo, you was better than last night." Like wait staff, like, "Yo, you."
They can see
and
the improvement.
then I got a few regional things, and I would get the paper. That's when I first started getting the paper. I would go to any city. I would get the USA Today.
Yeah.
Because the USA Today is going to tell you what's going on in that city. And I would go on stage like, yo, you saw the cops race the dude on Oppenheimer Road last night. Oh, yeah. Man, that was, and just go. And just go.
It takes you from being regional to local in one
Yeah.
day. Right? It's like, oh, he knows us.
He knows us.
Yeah. I remember them shit. And I told Casper's wife, and she was like, really? I said, yo, this motherfucker was on fire.
Yeah.
Everything was, you at the fucking fish spot. And you
I
at the
think Black Casper is funny because I think he was asking me about getting up on Certified Funny.
Yeah.
And if I don't know what you're doing, you have to, I got to see, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
And I think he was offended, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's just that weird energy where you could tell it's like, this motherfucker is, I was like, hey man, it's like, I have to put together a show for somebody else. It's not just me.
Right.
It's me and Quake. So there's a I have a standard.
Yeah.
Like I saw a comic. at the We Them Ones tour, and damn, I wish I could remember exactly what he said. I'm not, but the gist of it was, I was like, "Yo, came, I saw." It was like, but the gist of what he was
said
saying,
to you, or what he said on stage?
No, what he said to me. This
Okay.
was a backstage private moment.
Mm-hmm.
But what the gist of what he was saying is like, when you show up, you know what I mean? Like, you're hard on niggas.
When you show up.
When I show up,
Okay.
I'm hard on comics. Like when I'm watching, I was like, yo, I was watching you. I did it. He's like, yeah, man. Because when you show up, cats be like, Royale's
in the room.
I was like, I'm not intentionally hard on comics, but there is a standard that I try to keep.
Right.
Because one, people paid their money to sit in the seats, so looking at me as the producer or co-host or whatever. And there's accountability in that. So I'm not just gonna put anybody on stage. And two, like my comedy shows are like tailor-made. Like you can go get something off the rack, or you come and stand here and let me fit you up for something, and now your shit looks sharp.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of approach I take to putting these shows together. So it's not just show up and go up. It's intentional.
So to that point, what's like a one or two things that's like hard no, or one or two things that's like a yes? What are you looking for?
The yes is original.
Okay.
Original will always. If I see somebody and I see them do something original and they're in their voice and they're trying to build on what's authentic to them, I'm going to find a place for that. Even if it's not right now, I'm gonna find a place for that. A hard no, if you're a thief, you don't get up in my room.
Okay,
That's a hard no. A hard no is if you're just overtly dirty for dirt. You're just being dirty.
Yeah.
Dick pussy, dick pussy, dick.
It's not your audience. Yeah.
Anybody could do
The
it.
vulgarity is the joke. Is the punchline.
And for a long time, mixtape was clean. And
Really?
I shifted after COVID and go, you know what? I want people to have their authentic voice on stage.
Yeah.
But fucking 14 years, cats showed up, was like, you had to be clean. Like, ass damn hell was cool, but N-word, pussy, no, we're not doing none of that. Right? I just wanted comics to challenge themselves. To low, if I had to do the Tonight Show tomorrow, could I do it? And so, for me, that's certainly, those are the hard no's. But the yes is, I want comics to have a place to explore, to grow, to learn, and to have fun under the umbrella reality that I still have, a high profile show. And so, again, people have an expectation. This is year 17 now.
Oh, wow.
People who show up have an expectation that I'm going to deliver something that's a cut above, the other experience, because I have music and a band. And back to the Ross of it all, I was putting Ross up every month, right? And having him get up because he needed to get those reps. And then it dawned on me, it's like, there was some people in the audience like, I'm seeing him every month, right? There was a part of the audience that was like that. And then there was another part of the audience like, oh, he's growing.
Okay.
But then I realized it's like, I got to find a balance. And so now I'm transitioning into a month on, a month off. And then teaching them how to host the show so that it's slightly different as the host and not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
how's he doing with that?
After the show, go ahead.
How's he doing?
Yeah.
He's growing fast.
Okay,
He's learning
because he's hosting.
he's being forced. When you have to host the show,
Right.
Oh, yeah.
there's a
That's training.
different level of expectation on you. And then me, as his dad, I get to go when he comes off in between sets or in between acts. What you gonna do next?
It's like the end of the round. He comes
What's
to the corner.
just come to the corner. What's next?
Yeah.
Do have fun. Like engage the audience because he's a little robotic and like leaning only on his material and losing. Right, you got to establish yourself in the room. That's why I'm teaching him. Is like, bro, don't just jump to your material. Right, he knows what the material is, but how do you now establish yourself in the room as the conductor who's like, hey guys, let's just have fun, find things to talk about that aren't written on the page, so that you find yourself first, and then go
into
find the material, pop in, pop out. So
you know what's interesting is when he did the show with me, City Winery, he said at the end of the night, Uncle Tony, can I talk to you for a second? And he said, Dad has me hosting the room now. He's like, so what's like some insight into hosting? I said, bro, first of all, relax.
Yeah.
You got to calm down. You look uptight on stage, bro. You got to calm down because the room, you're the leader of the room.
Yeah.
I gave him a bunch of pointers from when I used to host. And another thing, to your point, I don't think a lot of people know this, that in New York, the host is usually the funniest person on the show.
There's no question.
When I came to LA, it was like that's the first time I saw it. In New York, like Comedy Cellar, Comic Strip,
David
Friday night.
E,
Funniest comic is the host.
Yeah, the host liner.
So it's I'm gonna destroy the room. I'm gonna bring this comic up. If they go down, I'm bringing it back up.
Yes,
if they go up, I'm bringing it back down.
The host
so other guys
had to be the strongest.
Right.
Because the shows were long.
Right.
Yeah.
And the
Shows
host
that are super long.
Oh my God, 4-hour shows. Shit. It's like, damn, what's William's last name? Why am I blanking?
Stevenson.
Yeah, William Stevenson was
The
like
OG, rest in peace.
Yo, rest in peace, William, man. That dude could just, and he was just talking. It was almost like jazz conversation. He could find shit, pop, and then bring a comic up. Right? He could measure the room. If the room was hot, get somebody up immediately. If the room cooled down a little bit, it just felt like it was effortless.
He would be in the hallway watching the show. Like you would comic, you go on the next show, you watching the comic before you, and he'd be right there in the hallway, like watching, and he would go, I'm gonna bring you right up.
Yeah.
Bring you right up. Bring you right up.
He's
on top of
reading.
that.
Yeah.
Or he'd go, give me a minute.
Yeah.
Give me like 2 minutes. I'll get you right.
Yeah.
He'd go up like, ladies and gentlemen, this next person coming to the stage.
Bro,
This next performer comes to the stage from somewhere over there.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to walk up that way. He's coming to the stage from somewhere over there. If you look that way, you'll see him coming to just some cool fly shit.
Yeah.
Me and Sherrod used to always tell him, like, we were so new, we were so green. We was, we just thought everybody's gonna live forever.
Yeah.
So we're like, yo, man, when we start doing specials, bro, you're gonna do the intro. You're gonna be the guy that brings us out to the stage when we do specials. He's like, I'd love to, fellas. And
Man.
he's going now. We miss him. We miss Vic Henley.
I got a question.
Vic. Jeez.
Vic Henley was the comic that said to me,
You said Vic Henley?
Vic Henley.
Vic Henley.
Okay.
White guy from Nashville somewhere.
Yeah, I think Nashville.
He said, I'm like 6 months in stand-up. Okay, I didn't want to bother you when you first started. I just wanted to watch and see what you was going to do and make sure you're getting your progressions in. But now you're 6 months in, we going to make a pact.
Mm-hmm.
And if you agree to this pact, you can never go back on this pact.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Every time I see you for the rest of your life doing stand-up, I want to see one new bit. If you on stage and I walk in the room and you see me, I want your set to change. Because you're going to do the set,
Yeah.
When you see me walk in the room, your set has just changed. I want to see one new bit. And he's like, do you accept that pact? And I was like, I accept. Vic Henley, may you rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Vic.
Yeah.
And so, man, listen, the time spent in New York, people, if you didn't have that, if you didn't get that, you just missed something in stand-up.
That's the only thing I regret living in. I mean, when I started doing comedy, I didn't start in Jersey. I started when I was in college in Atlanta. Then I moved to the DMV. I moved to Maryland.
Yeah.
The only thing I regret is not going to New York as much when I was in Maryland. Like, because the DC at that time, the DMV was so saturated and had like its own comedy scene so heavy at that time when I had started. It was just like,
But Garvin's didn't exist when you was in DC, right?
Who?
Garvin's.
Yeah. No, we had
Comedy Connection?
We had Comedy Connection was just on its way out. We had Tacoma Station. We had Laurel House of Comedy, and that had to start it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we just had so many like just different rooms, like real rooms, not necessarily at the comedy clubs. And then then I would go to New York, but I was just like, I would go to New York maybe once a month or once every other month, not really just going there and just
My God,
staying
man.
there for like a week at a time or two. That's the only thing I would say I regret. But
Listen.
we was working that tri-state up and down, but I was like, yo, I just wish I just would have stayed put in New York
for me.
just for a certain period of
If
time.
you was there, if you was just one night at the Boston Comedy Club, just sitting in the back of the room when Red Johnny and the Round Guy would go up, and Dave would go up, and Dane would go up, and Dave Attell would go up,
Patrice.
and Patrice
Yeah.
would go up.
Robinson.
It was just, listen, it was just nonstop, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. The club was special. One, the city at the time, at least, you know, it still is. It will always be special.
Right.
But that time was insane for comedy. If you were a young comic coming up and finding your way, you couldn't lose.
Yeah.
Who were some of the hosts back then? Like, you know how we have here, like You're a Good Host, David Arnold,
Bill
Chris,
Bellamy was an incredible host.
I'm a great host, my friend. I'm not a good host.
Okay,
I'm a great host.
Tony is the motherfucking
I'm a great
host.
host, bro.
Okay, so but you know what I'm saying? Like the guys out here, we all know, but like for me
William
personally,
Stevenson was dope.
Oh
in
my
New York.
God.
Like,
Yeah,
who is-
What's my man that used to do the glasses, white guy glasses, blazer, Louis.
Oh, Louis. Hold on, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, what's his name? Oh, he was so
Not
good.
gay.
Not gay. Yeah.
Not gay.
What?
that's his name.
No, he
That's
was
how
saying,
he was
he was
just
saying his
saying
name and they
that.
go,
Not good.
Louis something, not gay, by the way, not gay.
God dang it! It's
He had
gonna
like
come
a
to me.
buzz cut, like glasses,
yeah,
a blazer.
he
He'd be
should.
like, give it up for. He would say, give it up for him, like give it up for Louis something, and he go, by the way, not gay.
Clearly gay.
Right.
He said,
Buddy Bolton.
Buddy
Didn't know
Bolton.
Buddy Bolton was at the strip. Buddy Bolton was like
See, I didn't work the
incredible.
strip.
host.
Didn't
Buddy
work the
Bolton
strip.
was fire.
Yeah.
Did Patrice ever host? Did he ever host?
Not really. No.
No.
She's
he
like,
wasn't
let me
a
get on,
host.
do my thing, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
sit here through this whole whack ass show. He hated every comic, so he's
He
like, I'm
said
gonna
he
have to
hated
watch all these
everybody.
horrible motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Damn.
William Stevenson was the man.
William Stevenson was the comedy seller. You know who was actually a good host, but very just down to Eddie Brill was a good
Eddie
host.
Brill, yeah, Eddie Brill.
Eddie
Okay.
Brill
Eddie
was a solid host.
Yes.
Met him once.
The
cast that
Louis Schaefer.
Louis Schaefer.
Louis Schaefer.
Not gay.
Okay.
Louis
Got it.
Schaefer,
Got
not
it.
gay, not gay.
Yeah,
Louis
yeah,
Schaefer, not gay.
That's funny.
Ah, you got it.
Is he still with us? Is he still living?
Yeah, he's
I don't know if he's still doing stand up, but
Yeah.
he's in the
Okay.
world.
Yes, he's
But
Yeah, Buddy Bolton was fire. John Bush. Fire.
Not really. Monterio Ivy.
Monterio Ivy. No, that's Monterio Ivy's a whole other
Listen,
level.
listen,
We
that's
talking
what I'm saying
we talking about mortals. Monterio
Yes.
Ivy was a fucking hosting
He's a
god.
mere
He
mortal.
was a god.
It was like you
Yeah.
could not beat at the Uptown Comedy.
Yeah, he was-
It's like
He could do material. Something happened in the room. He gonna
Find
make it a
anything,
10-minute
brother.
bit.
Yeah.
Somebody
Find
walking
anything.
with an outfit on. It's 20 minutes. It's callbacks to some other
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Monterio was.
Ivy
Oh
a
my
monster,
god,
bro.
Oh my god. He did the warm ups for Chrissy show on HBO.
He did the what?
He did the
He did
warm
the
up
what?
for.
He did the warm ups.
He did the warm ups.
He did the intro and the warm up for the Chris Rock show.
You
You
don't
didn't know that?
say.
That's gonna
Wait,
lead
Are you
into-
joking? What are you
Don't
saying?
say.
No, but he did. He actually went. So before the show,
He was in the room. Yeah.
before the show.
Yes.
he was the comic that went out.
Yes.
and got the audience
Yes.
ready.
Wait, what are you
and
saying?
was funny.
What are you saying?
Oh,
Is
we
this a
about to
joke?
tell you. We about to tell you. We about to get
I didn't
into it.
know.
Lead
No,
it
I'm
in,
serious. I
Fox.
was like-
Lead it in, Fox.
So
What are you saying?
So okay, let me help you. So it's a good thing.
I just
It's a
didn't know
good
they
thing
actually
that-
had people that-
It's
I
a
didn't
good
know they
thing
had
that he
people
did
go
the
up.
warm up on this show. It's like
Yes.
that's a good thing.
Listen.
Okay, what are we trying to
Was he
say?
great? Was he good? at
What are we
he
trying to
did?
say?
I'm just asking you. Was he good? Did he make a name?
He was beyond good.
He was right.
But hold on.
Did he add great value to the show?
Wait, hold up. But he was a great host before that.
But
He was a great host uptown
Yes.
and all around New York City.
and because he was great, Chris asked him, "I
Yes.
need you over here
just like
to
he
do a thing."
Wait, just like Grandmaster Flash was the greatest DJ in New York.
yes.
Just like Grandmaster Flash was the best DJ in New York.
He
He
never
said, "Yo,
did.
come and DJ my
But-
show."
Chrissy saw the value. And
Tell me the
asked him
point
to
you're trying to make,
come
and I
over.
guarantee you, I'll make it
And
make
what did
sense.
he ask him to do? Can you do what for the show?
Warm
Can
it
you do the
up.
warm ups?
Can you do the warm ups? Okay. Yeah. I just
Now,
was
what you
curious.
talking about? Me saying you shouldn't do warm ups?
Right. Like Trey felt some kind of way the
But
other
Trey
day.
not Monterio Ivy.
Okay, he's not Monterey.
Trey's not Monterey.
He's certainly not.
Wait, hold on. No, listen. I love the fact that y'all think I said something that's like, oh, this is debatable. It's not debatable. He's not Monterey Ivy.
Debatable.
It's not
You're
debatable.
not Monterey
I'm not
Ivy.
fucking with you.
No,
I'm fucking with him.
It was just a segue to get into what we were, the main
Yes,
thing
the whole
that
reason
we were
I'm
going to
here.
discuss
I'm
with
just saying-
Royale being on the show.
Wait, y'all had a pre-interview before the show, before the podcast?
About the comic view with the warm-up.
Yeah, I still stand on it. I wouldn't have did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have did it.
No, we know that,
Yes.
but this is about us.
Okay, so let's jump to that. Because I
He
don't
was
know.
referred to as
He
the
jumped into it
warm-up.
out of nowhere.
Because he
So,
was
yeah.
referred to as the warm-up.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Because
Yeah.
He was feeling
Yes.
some kind of way about that.
I was, yes. And then
Okay,
he was
okay.
That's
on the
what he
stage.
told was like,
That's what we're talking about.
He had a breakout, a rash,
let's talk about
a
it.
response.
No, but he said that he was introduced as the warm-up.
What? How else are you introduced, ladies and gentlemen?
Okay, the floor is yours.
All right, so
What are you if you're not? If you're in that position on the show, and
Here's
you
the
go up to
headlining
get
comedian.
the
Okay.
audience ready.
Warm
Then
it up.
Well, what would you have preferred as an intro?
okay, you know what? 'Cause-
that snark is so perfect.
Because he was trying, I would have
Okay,
preferred
so,
you
all
said.
right, so should I give you the backstory?
Please do. Go.
Yeah.
I want to hear the whole
You have
thing.
the
Yeah.
floor.
All right. So here's the thing. So
So here's the thing.
so I'm gonna give y'all the whole backstory.
Nigga
Then
was
we're gonna go
offended
to.
last
Is
Go,
that, wait,
go.
let me ask this question first.
Uh,
Is there a part of the backstory that
nothing to do with you.
Okay. No, just because sometimes I just
Yeah,
walk
that-
into shit that I don't
nothing-
know.
Nothing to do with you with the backstory.
The nigga was
but,
mad a couple weeks ago. He felt some
But-
kind of way.
You know, you
Initially.
was slightly an innocent bystander, but
Oh, yeah.
but you a vet enough, and you see me enough to where I felt like, all right. So
Wait, explain that part because I don't know what that means.
you didn't see. I felt like you didn't see me enough to.
I've never
Nope.
seen you do warm up. First of all,
Right.
So
right.
that's a part of the kind of what's in the stew that I think.
Okay, yeah, you never saw
was,
me. Yeah, you
was
never saw me do
influencing the back and forth. That it was like this shit got
Tell
contentious.
the story.
I think it
Somebody.
got contentious unnecessarily. I was like, what is going on? And I'm so busy working.
I know.
That I'm like, I don't have time for this. Whatever it is,
I
it
know.
don't involve me. I don't give
Okay.
a fuck.
I know. Yeah, so I land into it in Ohio. I think this is my weekend working with Martin this weekend. So I get the call from Giroux. Yo, what you doing Sunday? I'll be back. Well, he said, what you doing now? Yo, just landed. Got my 2 shows with Martin this weekend. Oh, that's dope. What you doing Sunday? You be back Sunday? Yeah, I'll be back Sunday. Hey, yo, no disrespect, but I need you to can you do the warm up for Comic View?
No disrespect.
Yeah. Now look, mind you, I already knew
That's the
Comic
lead
View.
into
I'm
I know this
annoyed.
is disrespectful. That's
So
the lead enough. I know this is disrespectful, but
right. Now, mind you, I already knew Comic View was coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I knew Giroux was the one behind it. A week prior, I did this bullshit showcase at the Comedy Store that I murdered
For Comic View.
for Comic View.
Yeah.
It was, yo, I get you, Trey. I need you. Can you do the showcase? Sure, I'll do it. I get there. Giroux, nobody there. Michelle is recording it. If they was gonna pick somebody from this showcase, it definitely was gonna be me. But I already knew the backstory. Me and Michelle had already talked. Michelle was like, "Look, Trey, they already got the 30 people. They just doing a showcase to see if they're gonna get one or two more."
Yeah, you
So-
never know.
Yeah, so I was just like, all right, fuck it. So I already went into that showcase knowing that. I'm just like, yo, I'm just doing a set, so I'm good with that. So then Giroux calls me, no disrespect, can you do the warm up? And I promise you, and you're gonna be on next season. You're gonna be on next season. So I'm like,
Jesus Christ.
so I'm like this. This is what it's gonna pay. I'm like, all right, man. I said I'll be there. I'll be there Sunday, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I'm not. And when I say this, I'm really wasn't upset. I wasn't as far as not being on the show, but I just don't like how. And I promise you, I'm going to get you on because I'm like, what 30 people do you think were not better than me, or what 30 people you thought was qualified more than me to be on this season? Because we don't even know if it's going to get in. I'm not putting no bad juju, but we don't know what's guaranteed even for season 2. But then I'm like, of course you're going to put me on season 2, because then now, like you said, I'm looking at 60 people that you feel like doing something more than what I'm doing. But I'm not even letting that get in my mental no more. I'm like, yo, it's cool. I'm going to go and do the warm-ups. So I'm chilling. I'm having a good day. I ain't tripping. My ego ain't feeling no kind of way because I told you after I didn't after I didn't get on that last Def Jam, that was the angriest I've ever been, and I really had to sit down with myself and have a conversation with myself. Said, Trey, you can't get this man.
When you have to sit down and have a conversation
with yourself,
bro. Nick, yo, listen, because I was, and at that time, I was hosting everything. I was hosting the Comedy Store with Red Grant. I was hosting R&B Live. I was hosting Zen Lab. Like, I was just getting work around the city. Everybody calling me the host. I'm like, yo, you not going to pick me? Like what? But so I was heated then, and I had a conversation. I talked to a few comedians, and I said, I can never let myself get that angry again. And once I said that time, nigga, I was ready to fight. Like, I went to the taping, and I didn't smile not one time until Kev Tate got on stage because he killed so hard. And I was like, yo, you did. But nigga, I was like, why did I even come here? This is fucking torture. So I said all to say, fast forward to all these years later, my mental wasn't like that. I'm like really calm. I'm at peace.
I don't know, but you should.
So we get there to the taping, everything good. See Jeru, what's up, Jeru? Talking, eating, just having a good time, whatever. All right. So Royale called me, Trey, are you here again, man? I'm just parking. I'm pulling up. All right. He said, well, come up when you get up here, we'll talk, and I kind of tell you the rundown. I'm like, cool. I go on the stage, walk on the stage, looking at the settings. That's going to be your mic. I'm like, testing 1, 2, making sure the mic, everything cool. I'm dressed cool. I'm fly. Everybody there know me. Trey, what's up? You taping? Nah, I'm not taping. When I'm saying nah, I promise you, I'm not feeling no kind of way. I'm like, nah, I'm not taping, man, right now.
Not yet.
You know why? Because I'm good, yo. I just got off the road with my comedian guy. I ain't tripping. And I really wasn't. So, fast forward. I'm just chilling, you know what I mean? Royale, get up there. All right, y'all. So, look, he in producer mode, director mode. Yeah, so we about
producer
mode. Producer mode, yeah, producer. We about to get the show started. I'm going to bring this warm-up comedian up, man. He's a very talented warm-up comedian. So, look, before I bring the warm-up comedian, and I'm in the back like, I said, and he looked like, right before the warm-up comedian come up, guys, please make sure you're this, you're that. I said, this nigga said warm-up comedian 8 times.
This nigga was mad.
So I'm not really, I'm not mad, but I'm kind of like, Trey.
Talking to himself.
I'm like, Trey, remember what you said 12 years ago?
He said 12
I said, remember what you said 12 years ago when you was with Def Jam, you're not going to get mad. So I said, all right, Trey, just calm down. So I get on the stage. I said, first of all, let me tell y'all something. I'm not a fucking warm-up comedian. I just got off tour with Martin Lawrence in front of 1,000 people.
That's what you told me, yeah.
Like, not a warm-up credits and everything.
I drive a brand new electric Mercedes. I'm not a warm-up comedian. I got a 5-bedroom house in the arena. Then I'm getting into my bit. My girl paid for it, though, but it's and just to make them fight. So now they laughing. And then I use that to go into just having my whole set and just using that as ammunition. Like, okay. I'm not a warm-up comedian. I'm doing these niggas a favor. And I just kept saying it, whatever. And
so wait, let me jump in here. One, I know none of this. Two, I'm so like overwhelmed with getting this show done. We have literally 2.5 hours to get 3 shows in the can.
Right.
With chaos going. Because again, it's on the rooftop, it's at night. It gets dark at 8:00. Yeah. And we have to stop at 10:30 because there's an apartment complex right there. And these folks are calling the police.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that serious, right?
Yeah. Wow.
And all of the production responsibility is on me. Right? And so it's chaos going on, right? And I'm putting out fires left and right and managing people, and there's some stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm having to kind of push some stuff down, not to smack the shit out of somebody, because you just can't. You can't do that when you reach a certain level. You start producing projects, like you have to take that off the table as an option. And so me saying the warm-up comic, let me say this first. If you feel that being the warm-up comic is below you, if you feel that you're doing somebody a favor, you should absolutely not show up. The warm-up comic, to me, is such a vital part of the production that I'll tell you transparently, I wanted G-Thing to do the warm-up.
He told me,
G is, to me, I'll say this, and I can say this publicly. Me and G-Thing have had our differences. He'll tell you. Right? But humility and respecting the craft and watching somebody put in the work has changed our relationship, right? So much so that he knows, like, yo, if I'm producing or directing something, I want him.
Right.
He is very good at what he does because he's just been in. You talk about uncomfortable situations and horrible rooms where that's where he's had to learn and grow up as a comic, right? And those skills are so transferable to warming up those award shows and being on stage for 3 hours and in between and on the spot, go stop, get off. Like, he's just very good at it.
Yeah.
I used him for my guests.
Yeah.
And the value was that what I try to do is like, what value can I extend to you as the warm-up? The value is, one, you're in front of the network. Netflix gets to see you be funny. Two, if you go look at his page right now, he has a clip on his page that is the same set, the same lighting as Mike's special. Right? As the director, I get to make that call, right? I get to say, no, roll cameras on him, right? Roll cameras, and I'm going to do a line cut on him, not just one camera. I'm going to actually start directing the show while he's on stage, warming up the audience. I tell him in advance, do a set. Give me what I need, the audience information, but sneak 7 minutes in there.
Yeah.
While you're doing that 7 minutes, I'm switching. When you walk away, you got a line cut of your 7 minutes on stage that makes you look like a star, right? I think that when it all works the way it's supposed to work, everybody should walk away with something of value. And it shouldn't feel like a favor. Like, you did one night, and then Ocean did 2 nights, and it was just so disjointed and disconnected, right? And if I don't know it's the same thing. If I don't know what you do, then I'm thrown off because I don't have a point of reference. And, there were some things that Jeru felt strongly about for whatever reason. And, I think ultimately, whoever the producer or the director is, mostly the director, should ultimately get the things that they need to make the show work the way they need.
Right.
And so it was just a lot of that going on and some things in the suit that, when you hit the stage. And honestly, there's a little bit of nervous energy on my part that kind of went into that because I got the network sitting right there. I'm trying to manage the comics. I got people doing shit, pulling comics away to go do photos while the show is being like shit that just makes no sense.
Right.
And, you can easily get frustrated and start yelling at people, or you can go, let me breathe for a second.
Yeah.
Let me find like my way through this tonight, reset, get the notes, and try to, this is what, on these productions, you have to learn how to be a leader.
Right.
You have to learn how to calm under pressure because everybody's looking at you, right? If you're a producer, if you're a director, if you're the EP, people are looking at you to make sure that the ship is going to get where it needs to get safely. Right. So let me publicly apologize if it was offensive. No, I've laughed enough to know that. Right. I've laughed enough, but I'm also, I also know that if there's any part of that was offensive to you, that it wasn't intentional on my part. You know what I mean? It was just a product of me being in a situation trying to manage some stuff and you coming to the table. See, I'm trying to be, I'm out of it. And I'm going to apologize to the three of you because last week I was in a really bad situation, not like accident or nothing, but my wife has been dying for this dog, right? And so I had to drive down to Ramona, California, which is a little south of San Diego.
Damn.
Left at 6 a.m. Got there at 11:30. Pick up the dog. Yes, I had to go 5 hours to go pick up this dog. My wife April said, "Hey, I'm getting off work at 9 o'clock." So I was like, "Oh, this is perfect." I'll drive down. I get the dog. I get back. The dog is a surprise. She had no idea that I was picking it up, and I'm driving back, and I'm like, "Oh man, this is gonna work out perfectly. I can go do the show, and then get back home." She gets off at 9. The timing, everything was gonna line up. I'm literally an hour out. I get a text from her that says we're wrapped, right at 5:30. So I'm like, "Holy shit!" This changes everything, right? There's no way I could just leave the dog at the house and her walk in and there's a dog there.
Right.
And I couldn't bring the dog with me, and then it just,
it just didn't work out.
So I was like, okay, I apologize, but I have to now take this dog and go straight home, so that this dog is received.
What kind of dog is it?
It is a chocolate lab, and this
puppy.
Let me tell you something. It's 9 weeks today.
Oh wow.
Well, I wouldn't wish this on nobody if you are not ready. His name is Bosco. And
This is somebody who got 3 kids, right? 2?
I mean, 3 boys.
You got 3 boys?
Yeah, I got 3 boys. Well, I mean, they're grown men now, but yes.
Wouldn't wish what? Just a dog?
Say again?
You said I wouldn't wish this on.
Yeah, just taking on look, Ross is the youngest. We
Okay.
just got Ross out.
Okay.
Now we're starting all over
With a
again.
dog. Okay. 'Cause Charleston wants a dog.
Well, listen, at his age, get it now.
We move to the new house. Like
Get it
once
now.
the house is done, we move in. Like dogs coming right.
Get it now.
Next day.
Get the dog now because, man, at my age, April's working. It's just nonstop attention.
You saying it's too much on you?
Yeah, it's just,
Okay,
it's just
okay.
like it was her dog, but I have the responsibility.
Walk it.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, he's
gonna get
adorable. Oh, this dog is going to get huge.
Yeah, that's a oh no, I'm getting a tiny dog.
Oh yeah, no.
This
This
dog,
dog,
tiny dog.
his parents,
Chihuahua.
Yeah, I'm getting,
dad's head alone is like, she's gonna be
dog
massive. So, but it's good. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So,
okay.
Yeah.
And I'm
Something
sure April was
oh,
beyond
no,
unhappy.
No, listen.
Yeah,
You know,
pat
you
yourself
know
on
what
the
I mean?
shoulder. Pat
It's
yourself on the
been great in the household, sister dog. Cat.
No, it's no, she's just here. Okay, so let me give you another story.
She wanted
really
a
quick.
chocolate lab.
She wanted a chocolate
Okay.
lab. But let me give you a backstory on something. 15 years ago, I was out working on the road. I came home on a Sunday. Royce and Ross was 10, 11, 12 back then. Back then, it's like when I come home, Royce and Ross will always, run, like we're playful household. This particular Sunday, I was like, this is weird. I walk in and it's quiet and where's everybody? Like, what's going on? Something's going on. Ross comes around the corner holding a white lab puppy. Like, look. I point and I say, take it back.
Damn.
I say, take it back. Now, they had the puppy the whole weekend. The breeder let him come and stay. And they bought a bowl and food,
Yeah.
Take it back. And it crushed them.
Of course.
Damn.
It crushed them. But April had not had a conversation with me to say, hey, I want to do. And so now we're taking on the response. I'm now thrown into the responsibility of a dog, right? Without warning. And so that has been for the last 15 years. It's like, Dad killed Lazy Bone. They named them.
Wow.
They had a name and everything.
That was on your conscience this whole time.
Well, it's
Bone.
not. Listen, it's what I had to live with. It was a hard choice, but but it scarred them, and it scarred April because she, they all go. I wonder where Lazy Bone is today. So
Lazy Bone in the dive bar right now. Yes,
I was with his family.
I was living in Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah.
A short stay. It was a short stay.
yeah, but so now that Bosco is here,
Okay.
her heart is overwhelmed, and the grandkids.
Nice.
Well, good.
They come over and pretend like they want to see us, but they're there to see the dog.
See the dog.
But it's good. It's good living.
That's
How are you guys? Everybody good? Everybody in good health?
Hey,
Therapy?
man.
Everybody
Everybody
going
good?
therapy?
So-
Everybody get some therapy?
Oh, I
Can't
need
complain,
therapy,
bro.
but
Yo, I got
that's
a number
neither here
for
nor
you.
there.
No, but I'm gonna give you the number. You gotta go.
Okay, yeah.
I went to my therapist today. That's
I will
I
be talking. We're gonna talk.
I had a therapist.
So-
yeah, but I stopped.
what happened.
recently.
You broke up? They broke up?
No, I just after a while I had stopped going. You know what I mean? I had like a grief counselor that's slash therapist, and I was with her for about a little over a year, and then I was like,
Start going again.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah. I don't
changes.
mind therapy, man.
Yeah.
Therapy
I'm not
is
saying
dope.
you mind. I'm just saying
Yeah.
it's invaluable.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep it business.
Yeah.
So, Comic View, how did that come about for you to be producer?
Producer.
Producer.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Not director.
Nah.
Okay. How did that come about?
Drew just hit me and say, "Hey, I got this opportunity. Will you jump on with me?" And I go, "Okay, cool."
Okay. Now with specials, you've done 5 specials.
Oh no,
Yeah,
10
a lot.
specials. I'm up to, in terms of directing or producing.
Directing.
Oh,
But how many are you affiliated?
oh man, 35.
35.
I'm
Okay.
up, like Mike's is, I think his last one is number 35.
Oh wow.
Do you have a favorite?
Absolutely.
Do you want to say it or?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one?
Mike's last was Delusional was my favorite.
A favorite of his material or favorite special that you are a part of?
I think it's a combination of the partnership that we were able to get to, or we
Okay.
got to with the material,
Over the
which
years.
I still, just in terms of that run, right?
Okay. No,
That
I mean
particular-
where you and
Oh,
Mike have
meaning
got
us
to over the
working
years.
together.
Yeah.
Oh,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I've heard the stories.
There's no question.
Yeah.
That's a long
Right.
journey of
Right.
building trust in,
Right.
chaos, and I love Mike. That's my brother, but we bump heads and
Mm-hmm.
where he is in terms of how he feels about somebody in a given particular time, and so you have to kind of manage that relationship
Mhm.
as you're doing the work. But ultimately, we got to a place where he is like, okay, Royale has been on the road with me. Man, when he first came to New York, I put him on shows and put money in his pocket. And so there just came a point where obviously he became this big star. And then my stand-up slowed down. And so we just met again and things shifted. He's like, okay, now I have an opportunity to take you out on the road. But you offer a skill set that is different from some of the other people that so now the relationship is like, okay, here's what I can offer you, right? I can offer you writing and producing and punch-up services. Man, when I first went out to Mike, it's interesting because this is a gentleman, God rest his soul, Monty Perry from out of Ohio, who just passed away a couple of days ago.
Rest in peace.
And Monty is one of those guys that when I was going out on the road, he was a local promoter to like Jeff Wills and the guys out of the Bay Area. But he was one of the local promoters, right? You need a local promoter when you are doing national tours. Somebody has to be on the ground to go, oh no, here, blah, blah, blah. So Monty was one of the guys. But wait, what? I got lost for a second. What were we talking about? Why was I telling you about? Oh, when in 08, 09, I lost everything, right? Went and bought this big ass house in Encino, and the market flipped, and then I wasn't working, so I'm like bunny ears out the pockets, and just in a bad way. And so I was like, oh shit, I gotta find a way to. So okay, Mike, cool, come out on the road with me. I first go out on the road with Mike. I'm selling T-shirts, right? I'm punching up, selling T-shirts, and he had an established rhythm with what's his name out of Henry Welch out of Atlanta.
Welch,
Henry was
right.
opening for him, and G Thing was kind of opening for him. Like he had some guys, and so now here comes Royale. This guy's like, oh, this Royale. Like I'm like, I gotta get back. I gotta make some money. I got family to feed.
Yeah.
I'm punching up, selling T-shirts, and so I just looked at the photo of me and Monty. He was at the booth. Jeff Wills, who's the president of Live Nation Comedy.
Yes, I know him very well.
Right. We were in Oakland in like 09, I think. And
Lionel B stomping ground.
Lionel B, exactly. So I go to do sound check. I'm doing sound check and setting up merch. So me and Jeff Wills pull up at the same time in a cab. He's in a car or something. And I'm grabbing these box of T-shirts and getting out. And I look like I'm not making money, right? And he looks at me because he's the same Jeff Wills that was the promoter for Def Jam when I was hot on the tour. And so it's not making, when something doesn't make sense. When you see somebody who lives in one city and you see them in another city, like, wait, why I noticed? Like, it was that, right? And he said, Royale, what are you doing? He genuinely was curious, like, what are you doing? I was so furious at having to be on the road and explain myself. I was like, Jeff, I'm trying to feed my family with all of the heat.
Wow.
And it was like,
Yeah.
where did that come from?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
just where I was at the time. So being out with Mike, slinging t-shirts. I looked at the picture. I was selling t-shirts back then for $20. I was like, fuck, what, you know what I mean? $20. But Mike allowed me to keep all of the money. Punching up, went from punching up to writing on the special, to producing the special, and then on Ready to Sell Out, there's like, okay, we gotta let Royale take the chair, right?
Mhm.
He knows, he's written the material with Mike. He knows the show. He has now transitioned and started directing. We gotta let him, and they let me direct that one, and it was solid. It was received well, and then once I directed that one, I was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? It's like I knew what I was doing, but on that one, Ready to Sell Out, I was like, yeah, I absolutely know what I'm doing,
Mhm.
and I was sick as a dog when we did Ready to Sell Out. Caught COVID or some shit. It's just bad, right? But I had to push through. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
this
yeah.
up.
I'm not selling them t-shirts.
Yeah. I can't go back to t-shirt. I don't care. But
Yeah.
t-shirts humbled me and taught me a lot about managing people.
Mm.
Being in them cities out there at that merch table,
Mhm.
there's people come and look at me like, you know, I just saw you on
Mhm.
such and such. I just watched that Delivered for Me. It was like, it didn't make. Do you want to buy a t-shirt or not?
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Y'all watch motherfuckers trying to steal them, and it's just
Yeah,
a lot that
yeah.
goes
Yeah,
into.
yeah.
But
Counterfeit
again,
bills.
it humbles you,
Mhm.
and it teaches you the value of what not to take for granted. Because I
Mhm.
took the stage for granted,
Mm.
and so I had to be reintroduced to the value of stage time and
Mhm.
a work ethic and not blow shit off. And so, but all the while, me and Mike just grinding. I'm sticking it out with him, and we figuring shit out. And after that one, we got that one in can. It was well received. Came back to do Delusional,
Mhm.
and it's interesting because it's going to be announced next month. But both me and Mike are nominated for Emmys for Delusional.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah. So
That's big. That's big. That's big.
it's a long road and a lot of work, but I'm aware of where we got to, right? Of how to work with a comic.
Mhm.
You know, my thing is if I'm directing your special and producing it, I try to pour everything into you as a comic that I hope and wish somebody would pour into me when it's my turn. Right? And that's the standard.
Do you go when you're directing someone special? Do you go to the club and sit down and
I'm
listen
all
to
the way,
the
all the way,
material and just like
all. If I, to the extent that the comic will let me partner with them,
Mhm.
Ryan Davis was a good example. That relationship was to me a perfect example of when a comic just says, "Look, I'm trust, right? I trust you. I've seen your work. I know." And we start going back and forth, and I watch the set and I share some notes. If I see a joke a certain way, I go, I think you can get this much more out of it.
Mm.
What I try to do is allow you to get to a place where you know that everything on the other side of the camera is being taken care of. And when they say, ladies and gentlemen, and you walk out, you only have one thing on your mind, which is having fun.
Mhm.
Because that's what's going to show up through the camera.
Yeah.
But if you're busy thinking about, oh, did they get this camera, or did they pick up that stuff, or is my mother's tickets at the
Mhm.
I haven't done my job as a EP and director.
Right.
If you're thinking about anything other than,
Then
you know, and if you go back and watch Delusional, Mike is 100% in the set.
Mhm.
He's in that show, and he reaches moments of vulnerability that only happen when you're 100% in the story.
Yeah.
Wait, so damn, I got 2 points I want to make. I forgot the first one. Second point, first one was you said it humbled you. Selling t-shirts humbled you, taught you not to take things for granted and blow things off. But you wasn't that type of guy to begin with.
Nah,
Like,
I wasn't, but there was a part of me that wasn't doing the work at the level that I should have been doing the work, right? There was a part of me that was off bullshitting and fucking around, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spending time pursuing things that weren't the work.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I am clear, you know, you can't go back and change things. But one thing that I know for sure is that if you really want this, if you want to be great at this, it has to be. You said Kobe 1,000. Clay and Steph, like 100 of those shots, and if you miss one, we start over. Right. So when that Splash Brothers shit was happening, people was like, "How the fuck?" But they shot 100 of those before the game started, and if they missed one, they started all over.
Kobe said, "I never took a shot in a game that I didn't practice 1,000 times in practice." So there was never a scenario in a game. You understand what he's saying? There's never a scenario in a game where the defense pushes him left and he's double teamed and he got to pull because the clock is on 5 seconds. I practiced this 1,000 times.
He's already been
They
there.
push him right and it's 2 seconds on the clock and the center's coming out to pick him up at the top of the key. I practiced this 1,000 times. So it just keep. That's what I always go back to that. When I'm being lazy in the house and I'm like, I don't got nothing to do today.
Man, listen.
I'm like, I tell myself, no, you do have something to do today.
I'm 56 years old, right? Been doing stand-up for 35 years plus. Like I started when I was 18 in college, right? And then I went off to Iraq and was in the Marine Corps and came back and then restarted. But I've been doing this shit a long time, right? And I'm grateful, right? I have a beautiful family. I had a problem with the measuring of success and what success looked like. You know what I mean? I struggled with that a little bit. And then I had somebody, a very dear friend. I wish I could have the quote out, but again, the key to success is being careful about how you measure success. Right. And somebody was telling me, it's like, man, you've been in this business for 30 something years, right? You put kids through college. Right? You have a beautiful wife who loves you. Right, you're blessed to have a house, this vacation, then I had to look at what I've come from, right, and what I've achieved.
Yep.
And there was the part of me that was angry because I hadn't done a special yet, and I've looked at comics that did specials. Like I should have a special, and not I should have a special, but literally angry that I didn't have certain things and I wasn't selling tickets, and went through some things, and just had this huge shift, therapy and all of these things, and now in a space where I can receive what success looks like that was intended for me.
Man,
That's interesting because you got something?
Yeah, but you can. I bounce off of you.
I've always, I don't want to toot my own horn, but bro, like you said, coming from where we come from.
Yeah.
Like coming from where I grew up. If you saw where I grew up when I grew up there, and it looks different now, but if you saw where I grew up when I grew up there, bruh, every day I'm like, yo, this is the best, man. Like, bruh, I came from the bottom.
Yeah.
So my measure of success, I say that to say this, my measure of success has always been, yo, bro, you got a crib. Like, you got a refrigerator with food in it. I keep it minimal. Yeah, I got 4 cars, but that's not the success to me. It's like, yo, bro, you paid your rent, your mortgage is paid. You have a house with your name in your name.
Bro.
You got a baby that's healthy, bro. Like, all the other extra shit that I have is, okay, that's fine too. But man, I'm from there.
That's what we, especially with this month being men's mental health awareness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And with social media, and I talked about this, if not last week, the week before last, when they had the Netflix is a Joke Festival, and how it really was deteriorating people's minds and mentals because they wasn't a part of the festival or not included in the festival.
Sure.
It's kind of like, prom season and you're not getting invited to the prom. So, you like, I'm worthless. I'm not, but you really have to find what success means outside of this business a lot of times, because if you really find in my opinion, what success is outside of this business, it will let you know that you are successful kind of in this business. It all kind of ties in.
I'll say this. I'll say this because again, I've been thinking about this a lot. I think you have to be careful about what this business represents to you. Right? You just have to be careful. I'm taking, me and the family, we're going to Spain and take my grandson to soccer camp in Spain, right? And we usually go to Martha's Vineyard, but they have a tick outbreak, and just we're like, okay, we're going to go to Hawaii this year instead of Martha's Vineyard, right? And there used to be the part of me that was like, oh, if I go on this trip, I'm gonna
Don't
miss out
this,
on,
man.
you know, like literally. So Mike just finished this We Done Ones tour, and when he finished his big tour, then he'll usually pivot back to the club dates, right, and start the process of building.
Yeah.
And I looked and saw, oh, he's gonna be somewhere June 12th and 13th. And I was like, oh, that's my Spain trip. And it used to be the part of me was like, I can't. You know what I mean? I gotta go.
Just
I
that
need the States. I need
Listen,
my.
that was me, man.
Yeah.
But now, there's more value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you look and you take that, and when I said how you got to find the value outside of the business, because when you go to Spain now, even though you with your family spending that time, your brain is still working with certain things that when you get back on that stage, yo, I just got back from Spain, man, and my family, like it's all there. And I had to learn that. I was like, man, like I gotta appreciate what's happening in my life outside of it. And once I started doing that, I really started appreciating the business more, and I stopped comparing what everybody else was doing, and I started appreciating what I was doing, because it really started helping me with my material, because I really started just talking from my own voice and what was really happening in my life, and it made me appreciate my life like 10 times more, if that makes any sense. 100 times more.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm like, yo, my son just got his master's degree. Now that's something I can talk about on stage. I'm proud to talk about that.
Sure.
I'm about to get married in October. Yo, that's what my life is, and I can proudly talk about that. And like really, you know what I mean?
The material is all expanded, right?
Yes.
When you're honestly just living and enjoying the journey.
Yeah.
Because organically you become more full, right? Because you've cast aside expectations out of it, and you get to enjoy the journey for what it is, real time.
Yeah, man. But I'm telling you, man, it took me a minute to get there. Like I said, just to not even be pissed about the comedy thing, and just being mentally, because at one point I have a very cool, calm demeanor, but I have a hothead side of me that don't come out too often now because I'm in my 40s. But I used to be ready to pop off, and I would be ready to pop off at promoters. And I was like back in my 20s. Sure. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? You ain't putting me on, what the fuck? But I really like conditioned myself, and especially moving out here, I was just like, yo, I can't be like that, man. And the longer I started living and seeing things, I was just like, yo, just live and put in the work, and those opportunities that's meant for you, they're really gonna come. And yeah, that doesn't mean you're not gonna feel slighted by something, but it's all about how you react and how you respond to it now. Yeah. So that's what changed with me. It's about how I respond to it now. I'm just like, oh yeah. You know what? It's all good.
Plus, it's life balance too, because sometimes your experience in life, when it's just wrapped around the craft and stuff, those frustrations don't allow you to enjoy life.
Oh yeah,
and it's hard to balance.
There's too much going on as it is to not, you know what I mean, to let something rob you of your day,
and you don't control it. And you don't control it.
Yeah,
that's the thing. It's like we too busy having our hand on the joystick.
Y'all have no idea, man. I got to tell myself 1,000 times a day, hey, yo, Tone, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
That just happened, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
She just did this. She just said that to somebody. Yo, there's nothing you can do about it, Tone.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it. But I want to ask you this question. So,
can I ask you a question first?
Yes.
Are you going to Yankee Stadium?
Oh, to see Jay.
So... I have.
Don't forget your thing though, but I just wanted because you specifically.
No, I got my thing, but I have one of those days I'm off, and I could fly home and go, but I'm like,
wow, okay,
I don't know.
Oh, interesting. Okay, all right.
But my question is this: so, how do I? So y'all know, and you know what I think of you. You know, I love you tremendously. Like everybody knows. If you don't know, Royale means a lot to me. Like this is my dude.
I would show up literally and stand. I've showed up to venues, not be on the show. I'm not on the show, but he's going up.
Yeah.
And I just want to watch him grow and continue to.
He'll pull up. Son, theater.
Yes.
I got my boys with me. Like my tickets are given away to my friends that are there. No idea he's in the building. And get ready to get up backstage, and he'll just, oh shit, what we doing?
What we doing?
Oh shit!
Show me what we doing.
Wait, hold up. Now I gotta get
right. Now this about to get okay.
Where's that one joke?
So you mean that much to me, right?
I appreciate
So much
that.
so that give you guys a backstory. There was a time me and Guy Torrey was talking, and Guy Torrey was told me that he had an issue with Royale, and I said, "Well, no, we got to fix that because you my man,
Yeah.
and Royale is beyond, you know what I'm saying, to me. So I have to fix that because I can't have two friends that are have an issue with each other. So I need y'all to fix that because that can't be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't have a beef with Royale. That's I won't accept that." And then I told Guy of a beef I had with another comic, and he's like, "I'm gonna fix that." And I said, "Well, you can't fix that. That's a different story. It's unfixable." But
Pause.
they
Hold on,
talk.
stop
They
for a
talk.
second.
Okay,
Everything is fixable.
Right. I
Because
feel like
you
that.
watch me fix something.
that's true. You know what?
it's all a mental.
No.
It's
Look
all
at
No,
me.
no,
Look at me.
no.
You know that is some shit.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
even like to talk about because
Yeah.
if I allowed that to be fixed,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't tell me.
Yeah. You're right. Okay, so I say all that to say this. You were saying earlier about putting specials together and, you know, learning how to work with this comic and how it doesn't work and figuring things out. Now, because this guy is a friend of mine and yours, I'm going to ask you about the Sean Jones situation. If you don't want to talk about it, you can say you don't want to talk about it.
well,
But
we can
that
talk
was
about it.
that was a scenario where all of the insight you
No,
have about
here's the
putting a special together didn't work. So what
Yeah,
happened?
yeah,
What
yeah.
went wrong with that situation?
Well, so Sean came to me and said, "Hey, I want you to direct my special." So I have an investor who's going to put up the money, and I said, "Okay, cool. All the resources that I have, right? Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Got this." He picked the city, he picked the date, and you know he picked Father's Day in Minnesota. And so that was a little bit of a red flag for me, but I was like, man, but he convinced me that's like, hey, I used to be on the radio. Oh, no, he said, I think I used to do a show there. I have the audience. And the version of me that's sitting here now, today, in hindsight, should have said no, right? But there was the part of me that wanted to get another one under my belt. And there was the part of him that, as a salesman, I think he really wanted to get it done. So he was selling me on it's going to work. It was in a club that when I look at the club today, I go, this is tricky, right? We go, we shoot it, and the show didn't sell out, and we had to do 2 shows. So the second show, we're literally bringing people off the street, right? Just trying to fill. And so we didn't get, and Sean is used to killing, right? And he didn't kill because he was, you know, he didn't trust the process. He was not having fun. And and so in that regard,
Was he not having fun because
he's thinking
he didn't let you do everything? You said Ryan, let me do everything back here.
let
You
me
just
do
have fun.
everything.
Was
But
he-
again, the everything back here should have been me saying, let's not do this.
Okay. Okay.
Right? It should have been me throwing the flag saying, no, we're not going to do this. Donnell Rollins had a show in the city the same day, so now he's pulling tickets and just all of the factors, created a situation where look, cameras and everything, that's easy for me. It's my same DP that I shot Mike with, Matt Matosian, who is super dope. But we had that part down. The part that was the city was challenged because there's just some stuff going on there politically and socially at the time.
Yeah, Minnesota too.
And again, that date, that Father's Day weekend was just now again, he did okay. Honestly, he could put that show out, you know what I mean? And still there's value to it. But for Sean, because he had a certain expectation that was not met for himself on stage, then he wrote it off immediately. And transparently, he started moving a certain way that disconnected from like it literally disconnected 2 of us. And instead of him just saying, let's just talk about where the value is, he just, again, I think used that as an opportunity to go, oh, I need to point it at Royale because now the investor is looking at me like I couldn't get it done. And so, you know, it's all good. You know what I mean? It's like we have to ask ourselves, what did we learn? I always try to ask, like, what did I learn from this?
Right.
And one of the things that's more important for me on the other side of these productions is I try to make sure the relationship grows, right? It shouldn't disconnect us as friends or as business partners in a special. And somehow the relationship got disrupted after that. And so that's where, I'd rather not do it. If on the other side of it, right, I lose the ability to call somebody and say, hey, can you come do a spot? Or right. It's not whatever I make, and I didn't even make any real money from that. You know what I mean? It wasn't worth. I give it back today. Yeah. If the relationship was salvaged and we could just,
mend the relationship.
Yeah, just like I really love putting comics on shows and working with comics, and you guys haven't done mixtape yet, but Tony will tell you, like, it's just a fun show to do. You will have right. That show became my calling card. Right. I got more work because of mixtape. Wow. Right. Comics would come do it, and people would come say, and it became a thing. And so I'm grateful for it. But again, I build things to share. That's like I have two kind of sayings. One, I build things to share, and the second one is making comedy better by making better comedy. Right. That's my company's tagline. It's like making comedy better by making better comedy. And so if I'm involved, I'm 100% committed to let's just make it better. What can we do?
That was one of the questions that I had. You've been doing mixtape for 17 years.
Flying back and forth once a month from LA.
Right. So one of the things that any comic wants a dope ass place to go anytime they go. So what is that thing that you did with mixtape comedy that you're now doing with Certified Funny that gives it that longevity that other comedy rooms just aren't doing? Because it's like,
well, here's the thing. Certified Funny is a partnership with me and Quake.
Okay.
And again, he did mixtape, right? I mean, we have a relationship, but again,
right.
When you start producing and building rooms and so forth, and it allows you to reach out to comics to say, hey, can you come be a part of it? You can say, hey, can you come do this room? What's different with mixtape is like, what I've learned is it has to be bigger than a room. It has to be an experience, right? So my middle son, Royce, is
shout out to Royce.
Yeah, he's an assistant over at Innovative in their comedy department, right? Royce produces Certified Funny with me.
Right.
What I just now told Royce is like, I usually go up first, start the show, bring Quake up, we run the show. I told Royce, I said, over the next 3 to 6 months, I'm not going to go up on stage to start the show. I'm not going to do a set. I'm actually going to come and produce the show, right, with you. Right, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna make sure people get seated. I'm gonna make sure the list is what it's supposed to be. Make sure Quake has what he needs. I'm going because I can't do that well and be thinking about what am I gonna do material wise. And so what I've learned with mixtape that I now pour into Certified Funny is that it has to be bigger than a show. It has to be an experience. Like how. One of the things that I learned with flappers is that they're used to running their shows a certain kind of way that doesn't align with what my standard is, right? I have a higher standard. People come in, they need to feel a certain way, right? They need to be greeted a certain way. Welcome to Certified Funny, right? The music has to be a certain kind of feel, and it's emotional, right? People are spending their money. They want an experience.
When they come out.
So that's what I learned with mixtape is like, mixtape is an experience. It's bigger than a show.
Okay.
It is the livest comedy and music show in New York City, bar none. And so because people, when they leave Gotham, they feel a certain way, I realize it is an experience. And so now when I look at Certified Funny, I go, okay, how do I elevate this from just another comedy show in the city to being an experience that people go, I want to go back and I want to take people. That's what grows a room.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as building a room, because a lot of people will do that and it just doesn't have these elements that keep it there.
Yeah.
It's all of a sudden, okay, we don't do that show anymore. What would you say is the top 3 things to build a room?
The first thing is consistency.
Right.
You got to have consistency. People, mixtape. He'll tell you mixtape starts at 7:00.
Mm-hmm.
If it is 7:02 and that band is not playing, there's something wrong in the world. Not in the room. In the world.
9/11.
I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the minute, I don't care whether there's 10 people in the room, 20 people, or 200. At 7:01, we start, right? Because if you start waiting for the audience, then what the audience says is, "Oh, we control the show."
Yep.
Yeah, I control the show.
When
The show starts when I show up.
Yeah.
When I do cities, you do those cities where they have audiences that are notorious for showing up late or just dragging in.
Yep.
I do press on purpose.
Yes.
I get on the radio and go, hey, listen, this ain't the weekend where you show up at 9:45 for the 8 o'clock show. This ain't the weekend where you show up at 12 o'clock midnight for the 10 o'clock show. If you're not there by 8:10,
you're gonna miss it.
You're gonna miss 10 minutes of the opening act.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna hold for you or nothing. And then I tell the club, if we don't start the show by 8:15 or 8:30, that's gonna be a short show.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna go long for the second show.
Oh, you have so many clubs that'll hold.
Yeah.
And even in theaters, like when I'm out with Mike, they were like, "Do you want to hold? No, put me out. Put me out. I'll work the room." This is one of the things that I had to learn, which has so much value, right? The room will be at, because they can look real time to see how many people in the door. And our culture is notorious from being in the door, but at the bar hanging out talking.
In the door, but at the bar.
So it's like we're at 90%, but the room is 50. We're like, they're in the lobby. Right?
In the lobby at the bar.
Turn the lights up, send me out. Let's go. At first, I wouldn't do this. I want it at 80%. I want the light. No, put me out there at 30, 40%. I don't care. The show has to start on time. And I want to be able to do as much time as I need to. Look, if I'm hosting, I'm going to come back out anyway.
Yeah.
If it's me and Mike, or me, Mike, and one other person, I'm hosting, right? I had to get to that point because it wasn't there at first. I'm hosting. I'll go up. I'll take 10 minutes to set the room. Leave the lights up. People come in, snap, comic, find jokes, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Get the room right, and now bring somebody out. And now after that person does their 10 minutes,
now you come back.
Now I'm coming back out and doing another 15. And I got to the point where Mike doesn't care, right? Because he knows, Royale is going to get the room where it needs to be to bring me out, right? And if he's late, he just knows. Right after 45 minutes, Mike was landing at the airport, start the show. They know, him and TC know. Just if Royale's there, I'm going to get there early. I'm going to be in the club before the show starts, right? And if the club says, hey, we need to go, then I'm ready to go. I'll do as much time. Now, listen, I'm not going to be naive and not say that there's been times where I can literally look at people's face and go, no matter how funny I am, they want to see Mike.
Right.
At a certain point,
sorry, he's not here.
You already know that. Yeah.
There's a certain point at which they go, okay, where's the motherfucker I paid my money to see?
Yeah.
Right?
Do you address that or do you?
No, I say he listen, ma'am.
Yeah.
He's on the way.
Right, so
I know the look. You know what I mean?
The look, you feel them shifts in the seat.
Yeah. And then listen. You're not going to please everybody.
Right.
But to the extent that you do the work and the jokes are the jokes, and you know what I mean, and you stay authentic. You be present, right? So that you're not ignoring the knucklehead. Like there's a certain kind of guy that shows up to see Mike that don't want to see another. You know what I mean? The blinged out knucklehead.
The blinged out.
He want to see Day Day. He don't even want to see Mike. He want to see Day Day.
He's there to see Day Day. He's there to bring his girl to see Day Day. Right.
He got front row tickets for this.
I don't care how funny you are. Right. If he give you this, that's all you get.
That's one of the best. I've learned to appreciate every area or every position that you go up, whether you first, second, or third, and when we were all touring, and we would do the cold open. Yeah. By the time I got on the road with Martin, and I'm the first one that they see because Benji is the voice of God, so they don't see any. I'm the very first face they see on stage. And I'm doing 10 to 12 up front in the arena, the theater, whatever. And I remember the very first one that I did, I was just like, all right, I was just like, what? How am I gonna approach this? Whatever, you know what I mean? Because they starting right on time.
Absolutely.
It's like, yo, 8 o'clock. All right, let's go. Lights down. And after the first bit, I'm like, oh shit, this is just like the comedy club.
Yeah.
But
first guy up.
But because I was so used to doing the cold 30 up front on the road for 3 years, and a lot of the people that they were putting in that position not used to that, they was like, God damn, like, yo, we ain't never seen nobody go up front. Like,
it makes a difference.
Besides, like, Lonnie Love or whatever, or whoever else is on that show, because usually if I'm there, it's 3 people. If I'm not there, then it's just 2.
Or they put up a local guy.
No, they don't even really do that.
Not them, but sometimes.
Yeah. But it gives like people like the Lonnie Loves or the Adele Givens or whoever is there on that middle spot. It gives them more of an appreciation to see that I'm there, because they like, oh, this nigga about to set it on fire. So now I'm not going out, you know what I mean, being the first face they see. So, but, you know, so I appreciate those. I'm the first one y'all gonna see. All right, y'all ready? Let's go.
I'll tell you what's interesting. And so I was telling them that with me and Quake's show that I was gonna step back from doing time on the show because I want to start producing the show to help build the room, like from top to bottom. If I got to go on stage, I'm thinking about my act. If I don't have to go on stage, I can focus on everything, elevate the room. You know what I mean? And so, but it's interesting because I've seen Chappelle, Dave do this before, where they just walk on stage cold, like no music, no, right? And I was like, oh, that's just gangster.
Chrissy did that one special. I thought that shit was incredible.
It's gangster.
Yeah, room just lights went down, and I think like a music had started to play as you saw him. The music came up, and he just walked out. I was like, yo, that's
Cold open's a cold open, no matter who does it.
No, the cold open is cold blooded.
Cold.
You gotta have so much. You gotta know that the gun is not gonna jam when you walk in the bank. Right?
Ooh, I love that.
You gotta know the gun is not gonna jam. That's the coldest cold open.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
This ain't gonna jam.
This bitch about to.
The safety on. I got a load.
It don't have a safety.
With me, like when I'm directing now and producing, I think about like titles for specials that I want for people. Right. And I want Mike to use on the next one to use Empty the Clip. You know what I mean? Because it just says like every one of these jokes is a bullet, and I'm gonna let this bitch fly until
like that.
You know what I mean?
All y'all getting hit.
Listen,
I like that. I like that. My next one is Born to Rock.
Born to Rock? I mean, come on.
I'm Born to Rock. I think I might use a picture, like a baby picture of Charleston, like the Biggie joint. Baby picture of Charleston, Born to Rock.
Yeah. I think we all came up with our, the special. Have you come up with a name of your special?
Nah, I haven't come up with a name of
my
special.
first one is going to be Till Death Do Us Part.
Oh, see, that applies. That applies.
Yeah. It's going to be strictly about from not wanting to get married to conditioning myself into thinking about it to, okay, and I will do it, to now after that, it's going to be through that whole process.
It's nothing to me more rewarding and fulfilling than when you get to be so hands-on with the process of putting a special together and then having that bitch bake and come out and actually, full fruition of the culmination of the work, right? And like picking everything. Picking everything and adjusting jokes and like even with Delusional, somebody asked me, was like, what would you give it grade wise? I was like, it's a B minus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like it's a B minus. Just because I just realized with some of the stuff that we worked on, we still could have gotten it.
It could be better. So B minus is good.
That next one.
Even better. It's interesting that you said earlier, and I was like, I'll just wait till we have a lull. I gotta get this in. You said you want the comics to just not have to worry about anything going on backstage or behind the camera. Just walk out and have fun, right?
Yep.
When I shot my special, we shot one show 2 nights. I mean, 2 shows one night.
Sorry,
yeah.
That first show, because it was my first special.
Yeah.
there was everything behind the cameras was taken care of, but because it was my first time doing it, bruh, I was so like in my head about I don't even know what, just like the technical shit. Like I hope they got the shot, like everything. Yeah, I hope so and so's here. Is Jordan hear that joke? Like is Natalie his? I hope Charleston's not hungry. Like nigga, everything. Yeah. First show ended. I think you got to get that one out the way.
Absolutely.
That second show, I was like,
let's go.
You know what, man? Like. I've told these jokes a million times. Like I know this said back and forth, inside out, backwards, frontwards. Yo, hold up. Just tell me when the cameras are rolling and let's just go. And the second one was damn near the whole cut. Like when we was in editing,
the show was cut from.
It was probably just the whole second show and maybe cut that look from the first show or cut that person laughing from the first show. But it was just have fun. I'm talking to the comics now. Like that's for your special. That's for stand-up in general, bro. Just have fun.
Oh, absolutely.
You wrote the jokes. You know they work. You tested them before. Even on open mics, bro. Just have fun. That's how you're going to get the response you want to see if it works. Have fun.
A lot of comics forget that aspect. I mean, that night that you shot your special, man, the energy was just so dope. And I think I had one of the best sets of just doing that set. Because I remember Jordan came to me. He was like, bro, yo, that set that you doing is so fucking polished, man. When I talk about Lewis and the life of Jordan, he's like, yo, but that energy was just so good that night, man. And it translated, because I didn't even know the first show that you felt like that, because it was still it was still dope. Yeah. And then the second show it was dope,
but this is how dope it is. For the first show to be that dope and me get off stage and go, I could do better.
The second show definitely is a difference energy wise, but like when you're in the headspace, okay, man. We got that in the can. Let me just let my hands.
Then to know what you got one in the can. That makes sense. And this shit was so gangster. Jordan walks in first show, everybody there, right? And Jordan goes, "Who's doing warm-ups?" I said, "You." And that motherfucker just left the room, went downstairs, and I just heard him like, "Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, we here. My brother."
Did he just walk on stage?
That motherfucker just went on stage.
Yeah, he just walked on stage.
Yo, what's up, y'all? And I was like, okay, I guess Jordan's on. Yes, that motherfucker's on.
I guess I'd have a new warm-up guy.
The key element, I'm sorry, Fox. The key element though, man, what comics gotta understand, having fun while you're on stage will just have you in that moment and will have you find those little jewels those things that are not even in your set that you like. I'm going for this jumper. I'm going for this three. And
fun changes everything.
Yeah, man. And that's why they always say, yo, just have fun.
That's so funny. When Chrissy was prepping, I forgot what special it is. Big piece of chicken. He was bouncing around the city doing spots. And one night, me and I think Kenny was there and Jordan was there. Like his brothers were there to watch him just test the set. And he said, like, I think Brian had loved the big piece of chicken joke so much he made him explode every time he heard it. Because we saw him, we always see Chrissy work that shit from City 1 to City 10 to City 15 to City 20, and it's like, holy shit, different special. And that night he was at the Cellar. Let me run to the Cellar real quick. As a matter of fact, that's what it was. He was at the Apollo and was like, I'm gonna run it at the Cellar tonight. And went to the Cellar, and we all there just hanging out. And he says the thing about they don't want you to talk, they want you to listen. Go. Hey, let me get my foot in the door. Shut the fuck up. And go in the kitchen and get me my big piece of chicken. And that was the boom to close it. Every other night it was like, shut the fuck up. Just why don't you shut the fuck up? That was it.
Yeah.
But that night he said, go in the kitchen and get me my big piece of chicken. And the room exploded. And we was like, why you change it? And he was like, yo, man, y'all laughed at that shit so much. I just realized. He saw us in the hallway like, let me go in the kitchen and get my big piece of chicken. Did the shit for us.
Yeah.
But it ended up being the boom because that night he was having so much fun watching his brothers dying laughing. It was like, let me just tag it and see what happened. And that ended up being the end of the show.
And that's to me, that's the most authentic comedy. Like, because I tell people all the time when comedians get in their mind, I'm like, yo, you forgetting why you're doing this. You're doing this because, I know for black comics, I ain't gonna say for white, but a lot of black comics.
Comedy's comedy, man.
I say that because a lot of white comedians that I know or that we know may not really be funny outside of comedy. I don't know if they Joan like we Joan or they had that culture like we have.
Right.
So for a lot of black comedians that I can speak on, we are naturally regularly funny. Like, we have fun in the break room at work. We could be the funny guy in school. For the majority of the black comedians that I know. And sometimes when we get on stage, we forget that element. Like, nigga, you naturally funny, right? That's what I used to tell Tate. Like, yo, let your natural funny come out. I used to tell Boogie that, yo, just nigga, like
the shit that you say off stage, man.
Do some funny.
But you have cats that are going through the process of learning to do stand up.
Yeah.
Right? And the technical stuff stops you from having fun because you're thinking about
right.
Like, what am I the technical, you know what I mean? It's the same as when you're shooting a special like you talk about. It's like, oh, you're thinking about technical things or other things. Like that gets in the way of the fun.
Yeah.
Like I stay in that frame of mind because when I do like press and they'll say like, tell us what your show's about. I always say, hey man, I grew up on the stoop in Bed-Stuy just snapping with my brothers. Anybody that walk past, my show is a conversation with Tony Rock. It's like literally sitting on the stoop with me, and I'm just telling you about what happened in sports and what happened in my life and the girl I'm talking to. It's literally me sitting on the stoop, entertaining you guys. You know what I'm saying?
When I was doing the show Saturday, the Don't Tell show, my cousin Smack, he sent me this voice note because he was hanging with some girl and he was like, yo, nigga, I was just with this chick. Yo, I'm getting too old to be dating. I was with this chick. And he said something that was so funny. I said, yo, I'm about to say this on stage. I'm about to go up in 5 minutes. I'm about to say this shit on stage. I said that shit on stage. That shit hit so fucking hard, yo. And then I did it Sunday. The next day at the Laugh Act, it hit so hard. But the funny part of this was the nigga that I grew up saying, yo, this nigga's hilarious. So that's just having fun. Like, nigga, I'm about to say this shit on stage, and that shit.
Nigga, I'll tell you right now, one of my cheat codes is my brothers. We start talking about, yo, son, remember the time we were, yo, nigga. I'm saying that. I forgot about that.
And you're not afraid to say that like, yo,
in the moment.
I'm about to go up in 2 minutes. Watch me open up with that. Like, I love that.
That energy is like fresh.
The fun part of it.
In the moment when you want to say it.
We had you on before and we already did your top 5 specials.
Sorry if I cut you.
Yeah, right. We already did your top 5 specials.
18 times.
We had Malik S on and we talked about the top 3 most rewarding moments for a comic. I believe it was, and I don't know remember the order, but it was writing.
Most rewarding?
Rewarding as a comic. It was writing the new bit.
Yeah.
Hearing the new bit work for the first time.
Yes.
And then it was I forgot what the third one was.
Writing the new bit, hearing the work.
It was writing the new bit, hearing the new bit work.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I forgot what the third one was. But give us 2 or 3 of your best moments for comic.
I enjoy the bomb.
Why?
Because you learn. Like in the storm. To me, the bomb is where you learn the most.
Dave told me you learn more watching bad comedy than you learn watching good comedy.
Well, I think which Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
I think that's the 17, 18-year-old part of Dave that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I think that being in, it's like, so I'm learning how to fly.
I know. That's
right. And,
you don't want to bomb doing that.
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't learn, look, Sully who landed the plane in the Hudson River.
Yes.
You don't. That doesn't just happen.
He flew through a few storms. Yeah.
He done flew through a bunch of storms to have the fucking intestinal fortitude to go. If you've never done it, you should go listen to the audio recording of him talking to. This is the radar most guy. Fascinating when he's talking to the tower.
The tower.
When he says, because they're trying to find whether he can take it back to LaGuardia. Can you go to? They're like, oh, can you make it to? He's like, I'm about to drop this bitch in the Hudson. This is what
it's on YouTube.
He's definitive about. No, I can't make it no further. And I have no engine. This bitch is. He says it's going in the water.
Wow.
To be that resolved and to know that I have the responsibility, but I didn't flew through enough bad weather situations that I can do this. You hear it in his voice.
Wow.
And so when you've bombed enough times and you've taken material and tried to figure stuff out, you have to learn. Like I said this about Ross. It's like, I want to take him to Atlanta. I want to take him to Memphis. I want to take him to Chuckles. Like those shitty rooms.
He ain't going to Chuckles. That shit closed. That shit closed. It closed my weekend. The wait staff was fighting.
What?
The wait staff was fist fighting.
It was bound to happen.
I'm in the green room, which is half the size of this room.
No, of course.
I hear boom, boom, boom. I ignore it. I hear, bitch, you know I had table 7. And I open the door and it's 2 chicks
going at it.
Yo, fist fighting
with people in the room.
Bruh, I'm thinking
It was an hour and a half after the show was supposed to start.
I stick my head out the green room to let them see me.
Yes.
Maybe when they see me,
there's like,
the talent is in the room, they'll stop. Them bitches saw me and fought harder because now they wanted me to see them win the fight. Yo, I got paid that Sunday night, and
You got paid?
Look, I got paid. The old man, I probably didn't get paid what I was supposed to get paid. The
Mike's
old man,
dad?
the dude, the old man.
Yeah.
He goes, young man, I want to say I enjoyed you this weekend, and I hope you would consider coming back to the club sometime. And handed me the check. I said, sir, with all due respect, if your staff or anybody in the kitchen wants to get pictures before I go, because they probably never gonna see me again.
You told him that?
They're never gonna see me again. And a week later, my agent called. I told my agent and everybody about what happened, and they called like, hey, you wasn't lying. The club's closed.
Damn.
That's sad, man.
The week after.
Fist fighting.
The slipperiest floors in
Man.
they were an ice skating rink.
I said, yo, I don't want to shit on the black business. I don't want to do that.
I mean, just
That
the turkey
turkey leg with
I just-
macaroni and cheese
I
is
said,
good, though.
I said, can
You
I
ate
get
something out of that kitchen?
Nah, they had the food truck outside.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I said, hey,
Nah.
can we get an ice bucket? Can we get a bucket for some ice? They gave us, I swear to God, this is the truth. They gave us the I can't believe it's not butter empty bin with ice in it and put it in it.
Did you peek into that kitchen?
Bruh, we had to walk through the kitchen to get in.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Rest in peace
So-
to Chuckles Comedy Club in Cordova, Tennessee.
Yeah.
But
Rest in
was
peace.
that the only thing you enjoyed
No,
about?
I'm just
Okay, the bomb is one.
Oh yeah, I enjoy the bomb. Oh, there's nothing like. Here's the thing, there's nothing to me like the moment where the joke comes to you, and you have to get up to write the joke.
Oh
down.
my God, that's every night.
There's
That's
like,
every night.
Fuck. I gotta.
Every
you know what
night.
I mean? There's like the nugget. When
I
the
wrote some
nugget.
voice
Yo,
notes.
I wrote some shit last night, bro. I'll be like, man.
When God gives you the nugget.
Where does that usually, does it happen for you in a certain place? Does it happen for you?
No,
when
it's
you're
just like it's
driving
all
or-
over.
Whenever it is,
It can happen at any moment. It
Do
can
you
happen
guys-
at any
Do
moment.
you guys ever have a dream about material?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Wake up and be like, yo, I said something funny in my dream.
Yeah.
And you try to.
You got to write it down, bro.
Yeah.
You got-
Voice
did
note,
you hear? Did
something.
you hear the? What was it? I think it was on social media. I don't remember where I heard. It was Michael Jackson. If you heard the story, tell me. Michael Jackson called his whole team like 4:30 in the morning one night. Everybody, every producer, everybody that worked on everything, band, everybody, 4:30 in the morning, get to the house, get to the house, get to the house. They come to the house and he's like, it came to me in a dream. And if I don't record it right now,
I'm gonna forget.
God is gonna give it to Prince.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yes.
And then a psychologist said that's a real thing, that you have to be, it's almost like getting struck by lightning.
But what
You gotta
was
be-
the song?
They never said what song it was, but it was like you gotta be in that spot
Yeah,
to
yeah,
receive it.
Yes,
And
I believe that.
He truly believed that he was in the spot to receive it.
Yeah.
And if he didn't act on it right
Yeah,
then
God
and there,
will move it along.
not necessarily giving it to Prince, but
Yeah.
somebody else was going to get.
Yeah. I believe that.
And the psychologist was like, yo, this is a real thing, that it happens to people all the time. And he's referenced, sometimes you like in bed and you're like, I should write that down. And you go, oh, I'll write it down in the morning.
gone.
And you get up in the morning and it's
And
gone.
it's gone.
That's why it's gone. Because
Yeah.
it was like, I'm giving you this right now.
Yeah.
That's happened to me.
And yo, you know what? All right. And then you
No
look
problem.
on TV and you see a comic like, yo, I fucking
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
of
I had
that.
same thing. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I saw
That's
this
why
on
I got two fucking nightstands, both sides of the bed,
Yeah.
both
Notepad, pen, and
pads,
paper?
both
Yeah.
pins.
Yeah.
I saw this thing on.
I would roll over a bitch.
Excuse me. Good.
I saw this on social media. Maybe you've seen it. It was conspiracy theories where the 8-hour workday came from. Some Rothschilds, like they want you to work.
Yeah.
But it was talking about the science of sleeping. I want to look more into this, but it said human beings don't really need 8 hours of sleep a day. And he gave an example similar to what you just said. In the middle of the night, you wake up with this thing, and then you go back to sleep and then you kind of lose it. Well, if you wake up in between like 2 and 3 a.m., just wake up and create. Your mind is open for some kind of creative process. And we never do that because we're trying to get enough rest so we can go to work the other day. Yeah. So a lot of problems get solved, a lot of visions, a lot of things that you may be working on that comes to you in the middle of the night in a dream or whatever.
That's
But if
interesting
you-
because I do write a lot at night.
No.
I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like,
Well,
and-
I'm by myself. So it's like, yo, fuck
So
it.
it's like-
There's
Just straight into
also
that.
something to be said for, and I've experienced this and heard somebody speak to it. It's the time where the world is the calmest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? And so you creatively can get more done because the world is quiet.
Right.
Yeah, and I also heard this too. It has to do with circadian rhythms and all this other biological cycle. Yeah, frequency. When you're in a fresh state, your brain is in a state where it can think of stuff early in the morning.
Yeah.
So if you're not an early riser and you get up and you go straight to work, you're missing all of that. You're missing all of that creative energy. And for creatives like us, I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set my
You gotta
alarm.
be still.
Huh?
You gotta be still. Sometimes
Yes.
you have to give yourself permission to be still.
But when you're at rest like that, and then you get up early in the morning, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I can write better in the morning because the day hadn't started yet.
Yeah.
Nah, for me, it's the nighttime. But okay, so one was the bomb.
The bomb, when the nugget comes to
Okay.
you. And I mean, there'll never be anything like a joke working.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Like, a joke working. But there's also something to be said for when you can give something to a comic.
Yo, that's so funny you said that because you referenced G thing earlier.
Yeah.
Yo, I swear this is true. We were somewhere.
remember
I was
that
on a date with
story.
Mike.
Yeah.
No, I did a few dates with Mike with Brian Alden. I did like maybe 10 dates with Mike. Had the time of my life. And G thing was there. A couple of cities G was there, but he wasn't on the show. He was just backstage chilling, watching and everything. And this particular night, like I told them, I don't know if I told you, whenever I would do a show with Mike, whenever he came in with the group of niggas, like 10 motherfuckers, I'm like, that's not gonna be the show.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Focus Mike by
But
himself.
when he comes in with his wife
Yeah.
or
Oh,
by himself
yeah.
or with him and just TC,
Yep.
I go, I'm staying for the show.
Yeah.
I would do my set, go eat, and come back and just like get a seat. Like this is about to be
Yes.
some shit. And this particular night was by himself. So I'm like, okay, he about to be fire. I'm gonna sit in the audience and watch the show. And G Thing was there. And he said some bit, and I was like, oh man, he said that earlier. He could have fucking called that back to that. Damn, like, yo. So I go backstage and I see G, and I'm like, yo, listen, you heard when he said this earlier, right? And then when he said that later, yo, he could tie them two together, call that back. And G was like, oh, goddamn. You know how G thing is, oh man, Tony Rock, you and your fucking nigga, you got that nigga. That shit crazy. And show ends and we all backstage chilling, everybody waiting to get paid and they come with the checks and all that. And now it's the people coming backstage to get their pictures. It's a pandemonium backstage. And I see G walking, I'm like, yo, Mike, check this out. Walk up. He walks away and I go, that motherfucker giving Mike my fucking time. That motherfucker is giving Mike my fucking. And Mike was like, oh, I heard him all, yeah, oh, hell yeah, nigga, give him a pound. I was like this. I said, look, as long as he got it.
Right.
He got it. He got it. So
That's very nice.
he got it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
My number one is your number one. I love the bomb in the beginning of a joke that you like, yo man, I know there's some potential in here. Like I said, I've never been afraid of that. You know, I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel bad. And I think when a callback, when you just come up with that callback on stage in the moment, I love that feeling. You know what I mean?
I got one more though.
Go.
This is probably high up there for me too. Again, I alluded to it earlier, but when they're not there to see me and they don't know I'm on stage,
man, yeah.
and again, it's that turning the room, right? Where they wanted to be an asshole.
Yeah.
And at the end of that 2025, like they fuck this motherfucker
Yeah.
guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that has to be a good one. Because like black audiences, they pay money, like you say, black audiences pay money to see that person.
Absolutely.
They don't even give consideration to there's gonna be opening acts and features.
Right.
They go, yo, we coming to see, we got
him.
dressed to see Mike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every show has opening acts, but they like, no, we came to see, you know what I mean? So I'm sure that has to be incredibly
The
good.
other question that you asked,
Who, me?
Yeah. You said, would you rather have the applause or the
I
laughter?
asked that.
Where you at? Well, somebody.
There's only two. It's either him.
Yeah, it was me.
Somebody. Like,
Yeah, but I can't remember.
I said, do you prefer the applause break, or the laughter? Which one do you like better?
Laughter.
Okay.
The applause is admiration. It's admirational. The laughter is instinctual in response to.
Okay.
Right. The applause is like, oh, he did something. That was The laughter is, oh shit, you are now
You brought that
bringing
out,
something
yeah.
out of me that I can't control.
Okay.
I can't control this thing that's happening. Like you tickling somebody invisibly.
I have your mind.
The invisible tickler.
I have.
You said
Tickling
laughing
somebody
too, right?
invisibly.
Yeah.
I forgot what I said, but I didn't have that. Didn't have that explanation.
Yeah. I also like just like, the vulnerability of things that, push yourself to do stuff that opens you up to being slightly vulnerable. That makes people go, oh shit, we go into this interesting space.
Yeah, I love that.
I got one last question for anybody can answer, but this thing about having fun, you can't forget that. You know how people they're like, oh, I don't want to go up first or whatever, but it's like, yo, I get to have fun before y'all. I get to hit the microphone.
Never been an issue for me.
Right. So has there ever been a time where, in the spirit of that, you got to do that in an uncomfortable situation?
Do what? Go up first?
Go up, just whatever it is. I'm having fun. I don't care when I go up. I don't care what the situation. Like Jordan, he just walked up to, hey, what? I'm going up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you and you just didn't care about it? You were just happy to be in
No,
that
when
moment?
we was on the tour, when I was on the tour with Samoa and them, that was every couple of cities. It would, Samoa's the host. Some cities will be Gary Owen, me, Lavelle, Quake. Some cities would be Arnez, Mark Curry, me. And, I'd say every 4 cities, Mark would come in and go, hey, man, so-and-so doesn't want to go last. He has a flight to catch. So-and-so doesn't want to go third. He got to do that. They would always come to me. You know why they would always come to me? Because I never gave a fuck, bro. I'm on the show.
Yeah.
You did that in Dallas one time.
Right. Remember, oh, no. I'll tell you a better story than that. We was in Atlanta. And Samoa hosted. I think Arnez was on, Quake was on, Lavelle was on, Bruce was on, and I was on. And I get there, and Mark's in my dressing room. And he goes, hey, man. And I'm like, what the fuck, Mark? And he goes, Bruce doesn't want to close. He's from here. We thought we put him on last because he's from here, but he doesn't want to close. Nobody wants to go last. I go, I got you. You sure? I don't give a fuck. Now, what I would do after doing it from, season after season, I would go, now tell Brian I'm going to need a couple extra G's. I would go, I'm going to need a couple extra G's in cash because I'm going to go party after this. So I think that night I was like, yo, I need like $3,000 in cash for that. And he like, let me see what I can do. He come back with a little manila envelope. I would hand it to my guy. Yo, hold that. Jesse or whoever was with me, Wavy, whatever. Yo, hold that. And this particular night, Bruce goes up. And Bruce has a great set. The hometown hero, give it up for Bruce. Smashes and ends his set. Still debatable whether he did it on purpose or not. Still debatable whether he did it on purpose or not.
Wow.
He says, y'all have a good night. Thanks for coming out. Take care, everybody. And Samoa runs out. And she goes, and people are getting up and leaving. And Samoa comes out like, whoa, hell, hold up. Y'all show ain't over. We got one more. Y'all got one more in you. Niggas, once they start walking, they're not going to stop. Bring me right up. Tony Rock, y'all. And I come out and I go, yo, I stand there. I got the mic in my hand. This comes from years of not giving a fuck, bro. Of being in the bomb and being in the deep South where I had to follow niggas that was from the South. I go, yo. If you leaving, have a good night. If you go home, yo, get home safe. Yo, thanks y'all for coming out if you leaving. And everybody on the side like, what the fuck is he doing? Yo, if you leaving, have a good night. Y'all be cool. But if you staying and you gonna fuck with me, make some noise. And motherfuckers say, yo, you got it, Rock. Yo, if you fucking with me, I gotta really emphasize. If you fucking with me, the show ain't over. It ain't good night, go home. If you fucking with me, have a seat, let's go. Yeah, Rock. And I fucking lay into them motherfuckers. And we go to the after party after that, and Samoa says to me, nigga, I ain't never seen you better than you was tonight. And to hear that from somebody that I used to sneak into a club to see. I snuck into the Beacon Theater to see Samoa, Joe Cleasy, Samoa, Joe Cleasy, and Quake like 2000 and whatever. Snuck in the Beacon.
Snuck in.
The nigga was pushing the garbage can out, and I pushed it back in with him, and snuck in that motherfucker,
crazy.
Yeah.
and met Quake backstage and told. This is how I knew I was. I said, "Yo, I'm a comedian, man. I'm Tony Rock. I'm Chris's brother." Oh man, you Chris brother? That's what's up, man. Like never met Quake before.
Yeah.
Met some more. Took a pic. Can I get? I don't take pictures with nobody.
Yeah.
Can I please have a picture, Miss Moore? Took the picture with her.
Miss some more.
Nigga, to be on the show with her and for her to say, "Nigga, I ain't never seen you better than that night."
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it was I was working with Lavelle Crawford. First time. Never worked with him before at all. And it was in Ontario, and his road manager called me up. He said, "Hey, we get to the club, we're gonna start at this time. Lavelle is not going to be just keep going until I light you. Don't worry about the club. I will come in the back and I will wave my phone like this." He said, when is he gonna be coming? He said, "Just go until I light you." I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Nigga, I got left on stage for 47 minutes.
Wow.
So I was like, I can fucking do this.
Yeah.
This was years ago, but I think at that time I was touring with you, and Faison, and then Lavelle,
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, when you get thrown to the wolves, and then you freaking
Listen, that's what-
and I'm not and having fun with it
Listen,
because
that's why that structure was so
Yeah.
important, right? The opener, feature, headline, and working for people and
Yeah.
working your way up because it gave you room to learn and to grow.
yeah. Not a lot of people will
Can't
do
skip
that.
them steps.
What's next? What you working on next?
I have let's see, I have one special that I'm in pre-production on right now that hopefully I'll shoot in August. I have another one that hopefully will get going. I'm kind of in writing stage with somebody on another one. I have a memorabilia company that I'm launching. It's like sometimes
son?
you just randomly stumble into something and wait, what is this?
Oh, word? Okay.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. And I'm writing some stuff. I got like 2 or 3 projects that I'm developing that I'm taking out, and I'm having fun living. I'm about to go on vacation twice this year, and enjoying time with my wife, and I got this new damn dog.
It's a new damn dog.
It's a new damn dog.
It's a new damn dog.
It's like this dog. I was going up the steps yesterday, and I had stuff in my hand. I was going to go up the steps, and he's a puppy, and the string on my shoe was untied, and the timing, he just latched onto the string and just pulled back, and it made me fall up the steps.
Wow.
So I was like, what is this where my life? I was like,
This is
your life,
my
man.
life.
I couldn't just do
now.
nothing but
That's
laugh.
your sitcom. New dog.
Yeah, new dog.
New damn dog.
New damn dog.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I got some stuff. So, but I'm doing mixtape.
When?
The next one is June the 21st, featuring Cedric the Entertainer.
Nice.
I got a dope show with me, Ross, Caitlin Palufo, and Cedric doing mixtape.
You do know, I'm sure I told you this a million times. The time I saw Cedric at mixtape, I had never seen him funnier than that night.
Oh wow!
Remember? I was in
You
New
did?
York.
You told
I was
me.
in
Yeah,
New York.
yeah,
I stopped
yes,
by.
yeah,
and it
yes.
was like, yo, Cedric about to go up. And I was like, okay, let me check out Cedric.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker, that night, that show,
Yeah, it was special.
I never saw him. Now, not to say I never saw him funny.
Yeah.
But that night,
He was on one.
I never saw him
Yeah.
funnier than he was that night.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
in the room like, oh shit, like
He going
I
on.
didn't know
dope.
Cedric acted like that.
Yeah,
Like I knew he was funny, but I didn't know it was like out of body experience type
Wow,
shit.
wow,
You know what
wow.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember. I told you that night. I was like, yo, I like again. I was like, I knew he was funny.
Yeah.
But you know when motherfuckers like just blow you away, like how funny they are. It was amazing.
It's like caught a body that night.
Yeah. What's the date again?
June the 21st.
June
Father's
21st,
Day.
New York City,
Sunday,
Father's
June
Day.
21st.
Check 'em out.
Pull
If
up.
you in New
Father's
York,
Day
go
weekend.
check out Mixtape Comedy at Gotham
Yeah,
Comedy Club,
yeah.
hosted by Ross Watkins and Royale Watkins.
Nah, this one I'm hosting.
You hosted,
Nah.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
hosted.
Fox, where you at?
You guys won't see this, but Whacked Out Wednesdays, Kim Whitley and Buddy Lewis is
wow.
it's like a full circle moment.
Oh, they bringing it
actually,
back?
Yeah, they're bringing it back at the Ha Ha Cafe or the Ha Ha Comedy Club. That's actually what my first time getting on stage with was at their show, but this is called Whacked Out Wednesdays. That's at the Ha Ha Club. And then on June 11th in the Belly Room at the Comedy Store.
Nice.
Yes, I'm off this weekend. I will be leaving for Vegas Thursday night to get my bachelor party festivities.
Bachelorette party.
Bachelorette doing a
the
co-ed. Friday, all fellas and all women, they do their thing Friday. We do our thing Friday, and Saturday we will all commingle and do our thing together. That's what you do when you're in your 40s and 50.
Man, whatever works.
And she 50, so you know. So you
got
do it
grown
like that.
woman.
Oh yeah, grown woman. And yeah, man. So that's this weekend, and then the 18th, Houston Improv, 19, 20, 21, Addison Improv. So yeah,
You're working.
Hey man.
I'm in DC Thursday at 12 Stories with Tommy Taylor. It's his birthday comedy show.
Shout out to Tommy Taylor Jr.
Leonard Oots, Vincent Bryant. I know some other people on the show, but I can't remember who it is. But it's gonna be a dope ass night. Next day, I'm driving down to Richmond, Virginia. I'm in Richmond that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The following weekend, I am in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh's so dope. I'm looking forward to that. My brother Carlos gonna be there. I'm hosting an after party that Saturday night at Ambiance Lounge. And then the Father's Day weekend, I am in Orlando, Florida with young Charleston Rock. He's coming on the road with me for Father's Day weekend because it ain't Father's Day without my child.
Nice.
So it's gonna be a dope weekend. And yo, this was a dope episode. I was driving here today saying, yo, the last episode was like a little weak because we thought you was coming. We had mad questions for you, and then we was all like, oh, so let's pivot. We didn't pivot like we should have. The episode was weak. The weekend before that, I think we didn't have anybody. I was driving here like, yo, we need a really dope episode this week, and this was a really dope episode.
You know what? Thanks for having me, guys. I'm congratulations. I'm excited for you guys.
Thank you very much for coming, man. We'll see y'all. Thanks to everybody for supporting and logging in. And
y'all stay warmed up out there.
Yeah.
Yo,
warmed up.
Yeah. This is the Green Room, Charleston Rock. Dad, I love you very, very, very much. Peace.
Yo.